It's not just a race, it's an experience. From elite runners to everyday athletes, thousands of people ready to soak in one of the Lowcountry's most anticipated events. This morning, we bring you live team coverage in the Lowcountry's only official Cooper River Bridge Run live show. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
And good morning. It is finally here.
Finally.
The day is finally here, the 46th Cooper River Bridge Run.
We've got a great show for everybody at home tonight. Tessa?
Yeah.
I said tonight.
Tonight? Well, it looks like tonight.
It's dark and early out here.
There it is.
You're getting caffeinated, everybody.
It's
Don't
okay.
you worry. Tessa, 3.5 hours of
Yep.
live team coverage
Yep.
across the Lowcountry today.
Yep.
We've got people everywhere,
Yeah.
I feel like.
And actually, when we were just sitting here this morning, someone walked by and said they actually, when they were researching runs and they came across Cooper River Bridge Run, they saw our video from last year. So shouts out to Brian, who's down here from the upstate. He's from Travelers Rest. He came in and he's running.
And he was so sweet. He said, he loved watching our coverage from last year. So thank you all for tuning in with us and sticking with us for this 3.5 hours.
Absolutely.
And watching these 27,000 racers
Wow.
get over it this
That's right.
morning.
And definitely a little windy too, but we'll find out more about the weather coming up in just a little bit. But we're covering everything from the start to the finish, everything in between.
Yep.
So let's send it out right now to Sean Mahoney, who's out at the bus corrals. Hey, Sean.
Hey, we are here live at the North Charleston Coliseum here at the Charleston Area Convention Center. And the lines are packed. It is early, but these racers are ready to get to the start line. And there's a lot of racers that are excited this morning. Here, we're going to go take a look. We're going to see if any of them want to talk. I know it's early. I know, trust me, a morning reporter is early. But there's a lot of people who are excited to be here. How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing? Hey, how are you doing? Look, we're getting on our bibs early this morning.
I'm putting on the right bib for the right person.
I hope you put it on the right bib. That would, what's there? What are you guys from? Where are you guys from?
Utahville and Dillon.
Yeah.
Utahville.
Yeah.
Utahville.
Utahville, not the state of Utah.
Not the state of Utah. Utahville.
Is this y'all's first bridge run?
This is fourth.
Fourth?
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
Yes, yes.
Awesome.
We're excited to be here.
What keeps you coming back each year?
The people. It is just so much fun out here. Just meet some great people from everywhere. So it's great.
That's
It's
awesome.
great.
That's
And
awesome.
it's good exercise too, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the point. I think I'm more in it for the fun. I feel like a lot of people like to be in that walking crowd and have the fun, but it's that good exercise getting out of them early.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys for getting out of them early in the morning. Yeah. Good luck. I hope that is the right bib.
It is the right bib.
Or you're gonna look at the time and be like, oh.
Exactly.
We're gonna keep going down the line. A lot of people excited to be out early this morning. How is everyone doing this morning? Good. There's a little bit less enthusiasm than I was expecting, but how are we doing this morning?
Awesome.
Yeah, there we go. It takes a little while for people to get awake, but we still got a long way to go before we get to the race. And I know there's a lot more going on elsewhere. Buses are starting to fill up. They've been going for about 40 minutes now, and we're going to keep you updated of everything that's going on here at the bus line outside the Charleston Area Convention Center. But for now, we'll send it back to you guys at the start line.
All right. The weekend was playing.
You've got good energy at the buses. You've got good energy out here, Tessa. People started showing up, I think, at like 5 o'clock this morning.
Exactly. Actually, when I was parking this morning, I saw lots of people also parking, choosing maybe not to take the buses over. Maybe they were over here.
Well, they also mentioned they want to get here before the bridge closes.
Absolutely.
So, with the bridge closing at, 6 or 7?
Yeah.
They want to get here, have their own car. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
Runners were doing some laps up and down
I
the
did
sidewalk.
see 2 people jogging earlier too, I guess, warming up and everything like that. So
others are carb loading up at Arts. I saw some people munching on some breakfast sandwiches, getting that last minute caffeine in there.
Yeah.
That smelled really good, by the way. Bugging for Arts right now. It smells delicious over there.
All I have are gummy lifesavers in my
We'll be snacking on
pocket.
those later.
Yeah, I have one for you. I got all the orange ones.
But we want to talk a little about the important things. The security sweep happening this morning, and I think our Charleston Clark is actually at the base of the bridge where there's more talking about more security. Charleston, can you fill us in at all with what you're seeing out there?
Well, a good Saturday morning from the foot of the Ravenel Bridge on the Mount Pleasant side along Coleman Boulevard. Really a perfect day for this already. Things have been really smooth sailing. You can see behind me. Now we've got police out here starting to close down portions of the road. Still letting a couple cars over the bridge into Mount Pleasant, but they are directing them onto Patriots Point Road already. Really, this whole process this morning, I mean, it has been a breeze from at least our standpoint. You know, we got to the security checkpoint. That was in and out within just a little bit, and so it was really nice. And they've practiced for this, for these kinds of occasions. Mount Pleasant Police, they actually team up with 3 low country law enforcement agencies, and they do all this practice from the day after the last bridge run up until this point. And I'll go ahead and send it over to the race director, Irv Batten, for more on how they prepare, because it's not just here within the low country, but they go to other portions of the country to learn and to help implement more security and safety for events like this.
It is the most detailed security plan, and what they do is they go around the U.S. and they talk to other law enforcement agencies on this is how we do it for the bridge run.
So yeah, as I'd mentioned, very easy, very cool to learn about all that they do to help keep, you know, everybody out here safe, and that's their #1 goal. So we'll be down here for the next few hours. We're already starting to see a lot of people. There are some people out on the corner over there. You know, the energy already is just electrifying already, and so very excited. We'll be down here at the bottom of the bridge, Mount Pleasant, right next to the Circle K. Make sure you come say hi. Let's have fun. Let's make this a great bridge day or bridge run, and let's get after it. Get over it, y'all. I'll send it back to you, Katie and Tessa.
All right, and of course, you know, the hardest part getting over the bridge, and I think once you get down there to the bottom, it's kind of like, okay, whew.
It's
now
a party.
It's a party. As you can tell, the music, we were just talking,
Yeah.
This is, I think, the earliest the music has been playing.
But I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting us pumped.
Yeah.
It's getting the runners that are out here pumped.
Yeah.
I'm loving the playlist, by the way. I'm
It's
not gonna
very
put this
good.
on my running playlist.
Cooper River Bridge Run playlist. Where can we get it?
I need to know. CRBR officials, if you could fill us in, we would appreciate it.
And of course, you know, the weather, that it's been kind of breezy over here this morning. A little chilly, a little humid, sort of all wrapped up together.
Yeah, and I will say, when walking away from the start line, the breeze disappeared for a moment.
Yeah.
So I feel like you said it earlier, it comes in waves.
Yeah.
Dave is going to fill us in all about this later.
Yeah.
And I'm not a runner, but to me, I like the weather right now because it's not making me feel too out of breath. I feel like I know the wind is going to have a problem for some of those elite runners, though.
Absolutely, they'll be running against that, but they'll do it, and we'll see if Mr. Betts can win for the second year in a row.
I want to see if there's any record breaking this year. We're going to have our play-by-play guy coming in a little bit later to fill us all in. He's studying these runners, the elites, the racers. I think he's studying some of the wheelchair racers as well. So we are waiting for him for that expert level. I am by no means
but coming up in the immediate future, we'll be talking with one of the sponsors, Harris Teeter. So make sure you stick around for the 46th Cooper River Bridge Run live show here on News 4.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
All right, the 46th Cooper River Bridge Run. I'm Tessa Spencer along with Katie Solt.
And it's a great morning already. The people are showing up in full force today.
Yes, they are.
27,000, we think. Close to 27,000 people signed up before the end of the expo yesterday. Maybe even more signed up at the Bridge Run Expo yesterday. People have been showing up here since even before 5 a.m. I think we got to our spot at like 4:30 and I saw some runners showing up.
And right now they're coming in groups of about 10 or 15. You'll see a large group walk by. They're all getting in place, which extends all the way up Pullman Boulevard, just all the way down that way. But of course, we're talking about the weather, as you can tell with Katie's hair. It's been blowing quite a bit. We want to see what we're up against when it comes to weather. Let's check in with Dave.
Yeah, and that's one of my biggest concerns this morning is the wind. We are going to see those gusty winds, but it's also warm, it's muggy. Runners that aren't used to those conditions need to make sure that they're very hydrated through the day today because you're just not used to those warm, muggy conditions that we're seeing early today. Here's what we have with your low country headlines, and it's muggy out there. We're going to see near record highs by this afternoon. We've got those gusty winds. You saw Tessa's jacket blowing around behind her. You saw the balloons blowing around. We're going to have those gusty winds, and we're going to see some afternoon thunderstorms, but it will be much nicer by the time we get into our Sunday. Here's what it looks like outside right now. Look at that. Still a few cars going over the Ravenel Bridge. We've got 69 degrees outside right now. It's warm, it's muggy. We're way above where we should be for this time of the year early in the morning. And here's what we have over the next several hours. Those temperatures right around 70. Right on through 8 o'clock in the morning. Then we start to warm up. We're going to be in the mid 70s as we head to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and look at that. Some gusty winds. Those winds gusting about 25 to maybe 35 miles an hour as we head up toward lunchtime today. So runners are going to be running right into those gusty winds from the south-southwest. Here's where we are with our temperatures across the low country right now. Mid 60s to right around 70 degrees. And there are those wind gusts. 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts right now in Charleston, so we do have the gusty winds. At least we don't have fog, we don't have rain. Those are two things we don't have to worry about. Just a few clouds out there right now. Strong thunderstorms off to our west. In fact, we're looking at severe thunderstorm warnings on the Georgia and Alabama border there. And this line of strong and severe thunderstorms is coming here later today. Fortunately, it will weaken a little bit by the time it gets here. But even so, see that? We're highlighted in yellow. And that means we are seeing that line of afternoon thunderstorms coming in with gusts. Isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out, so make sure to stay weather aware throughout the day today. Here's what we have for you at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There's that line of showers and thunderstorms around Orangeburg. By 4, it's working its way up toward the low country, especially right along the coast. And then as we go later on into the morning and the afternoon, that'll push off the coast. And we'll be looking at those skies clearing very nicely as we go into our Sunday. Lots of sunshine tomorrow, lower humidity, and those temperatures a little bit on the cooler side, but very nice and comfortable. So for today, those gusty winds, look at that, southwesterly, 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusts over 35 miles an hour possible. So make sure to be aware of the strong thunderstorms possible later today. Into the overnight hours tonight, 53. We'll see those skies clearing, a little bit cooler. And here's what we have for the next few days. Thunderstorms today, bright sun tomorrow, 74, and Monday, 77, partly cloudy. So runners, it's not too late. Make sure to hydrate this morning. It's warm, it's muggy, and get ready for those gusty winds.
We'll start as soon as you
can't see your producers, the lights so bright. All right, there you have it. As you can see, I've already taken off my jacket. I still have some chill bumps here, but I'm going to brave it out. But of course, the Cooper River Bridge Run has its many sponsors. One of its biggest sponsors is Harris Teeter, and joining me right now is Paige Barroso. Paige, Team Teeter, huh?
Team Teeter, that's right.
And how many years has Harris Teeter been involved with us sponsoring the race?
We've proudly sponsored the race for 6 years now. We love coming coming back every spring to be here and see all the runners start here at the starting line and then, you know, in the finish.
Absolutely. Here comes the win.
Yeah, here comes the win if you see it.
And why does Harris Teeter choose to partner with the Bridge Run every year?
Harris Teeter is proud to be in the communities in which we serve, and that's of course at our grocery stores, giving high quality fresh produce and a variety of products, but also we want to be a part of our community. So part of that is being at events like this that the whole community comes out to, and you get to do a really great fun thing and this wonderful weather we're having right now. And then you know, it's also about supporting communities and nonprofits and all the other organizations here in the Low Country. We're really proud to be here in the Low
Absolutely,
Country.
and you guys actually have a team Teeter, a group that's running.
We do.
Tell us about them.
Yes, so if you see any one of these fine shirts, they're our Team Teeter, and it's our associates and friends of Harris Teeter, family of our associates who live here. Some have traveled in, and they are running the race, so we are not only sponsoring, but we're also a part of it, so that's really fun too.
And that is absolutely. Now, how about any words of encouragement? Because obviously you're not participating, are you?
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just watching
next year.
this year.
Next year, Paige. Next year we'll have a different conversation.
There you
You're going to be
go.
participating. Of course, you're going to hear the announcers starting to get really loud right now. But tell us what you're looking forward to the most and words of encouragement for everyone.
Yeah, I think everyone's just going to have I hope everyone has a great race and just keep pushing through, especially over the hill, which is the hardest part.
Get over it.
Yeah, get over it. They say it for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
But it's just always so beautiful. We get to watch from the starting line and then to see the community come together. I mean, almost 30,000 people in the community doing something together is such a special moment. My boss and I joke we always have a tear in our eye seeing it start. I mean, it's just such a beautiful community moment, and I'm so privileged to be a part of it, and Harris Teeter feels that way.
Absolutely, and it never gets old, right?
It really doesn't.
It never gets old. Paige, thank you so much for being with us. Oh, and by the way, my husband does love the produce at Harris Teeter.
There you go.
You got the best strawberries. Okay, thank you for joining us. Now let's check in down at the Corrals with Floriana.
And we are live here once again, Charleston Area Convention Center. We see some of the buses coming. We're gonna give you a look. They're already on their way. Buses have been going out here for about an hour. You can see all the people in line. Look at all these racers coming through, getting on these buses. These buses have been filing out for a while now, and this is the place to be. This is where all the racers are getting ready. Good morning. How are we doing? And we got some fun ones here. Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
What's your name?
My name is Vanessa Williams, and I am an ambassador for Black Girls Run Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Winston-Salem. So I'm assuming you're from Winston-Salem, North Carolina?
That's correct.
Well, that's awesome. You made the trip all the way down here. How was it?
It was really nice. It was really nice. There's a little traffic this morning. I should have left a little earlier. But other than that, I like it the way everything's moving. The buses are smooth and all of that. It's really good.
Of course, the traffic is unavoidable sometimes, but I have to ask, is this your first bridge run?
Yes, it is.
It is your first
It
bridge
is
run.
my first
I'm
bridge
excited
run.
for you.
Me too. I hear the after party is really wonderful, so I'm looking forward to that.
That is the best part of the bridge run each year. But what are you looking forward to the most this year?
The finish line.
I've been getting that answer a lot today, and I'm feeling that's going to be the best feeling for a lot of people. Maybe the uphill's not going to be everyone's favorite part.
Well, you know what? I did hill training all last week in Winston-Salem because it's a lot of hills, so I think I'm ready for it.
So
I hear it's just one big climb, and then after that, it's pretty smooth.
You just got to get over it. That's the key.
I'm here to get over it. I'm going to do it.
So I'm assuming you're going to be running it.
Oh, yes, I'm running.
Oh, yes. I'm excited to see how you do. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
This is so cool. I'm really happy you got to be able to make it out, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And there's there's people from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We've talked with people from all across the country too. And here, we'll try to get some more people for you guys because there are so many people that are out here. There's thousands of people that have been coming through and getting on these buses because this is the place to go when you go to get on the buses. And I know we got some Cooper River Bridge Run shirts here. You got their swag. How are we doing this morning?
Hey, how are you?
Doing fantastic. Where are you guys from?
We're from Charleston.
We're from Charleston?
I'm from Orangeburg.
You're from Orangeburg. Oh, nice making the trip out here.
Yeah.
And so, where is this everyone's first, second, third bridge run?
It's my seventh.
Seventh?
Yeah.
Give me a high five. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. She keeps coming back each year. What about you guys?
And I walk
This is our
First
time.
Very first time. How are you guys feeling? First bridge run?
We're nervous.
Nervous?
So we're going to do it.
I'm telling you, what I've heard is the finish line is the best part. So you guys will be doing great. I love the enthusiasm. Good luck, ladies. And look, there's so many people that are out here, like we said, and I could already feel the energy that has happened, that is here outside the Charleston Area Convention Center, and that energy is getting on the bus, going to the start line, and it's going to continue all morning, and we're going to bring it to you right here on ABC News 4. We're going to try and see if we can talk to some more people in just a little bit, but for now, I'll send it back to Tessa and Katie at the start line.
All right, thank you, Sean. Tessa, the sky is starting to brighten.
Oh, yes.
We're getting closer to race time. I might join you and shed my jacket here.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I got over the shock of it.
And we're starting to see a lot more people come in. I know we're going to try. Sean is, I think, probably going to the Corrals at some point. He's going to ride that last bus down here. I would like to think that we have the best spot.
Absolutely.
Not
Absolutely.
to brag.
Yeah.
We have the best spot.
But we do, because once that gun is fired and the runners go off, then we're smack dab in the middle, and they're running on both sides of us, and it's a great feeling, a great thing to watch. Absolutely.
So much energy. We're going to bring you that energy live here in just about an hour or so, but be sure to stay with us here for the 46th Annual Cooper River Bridge Run live show. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
And welcome back to the 46th Cooper River Bridge Run live show. And things, like we said when we left you last, sun's coming out, things are coming more into focus, the energy is building.
And I love it. This is arguably one of the best days of the year here in the Low Country. It's so fun. Everyone is in a good mood. Everyone wants to talk and wave and give high fives. It is such a great moment to be here and to be a part of this with everybody. And I think there's so many people coming from around the world too. You meet everybody from across the country, across the world. I mean, how many countries are in this? Like, what, a couple dozen, right?
It's a couple of dozen, well represented, whether they're walking or running, mostly running, which is good, which goes to show you just how the bridge run has grown. over the past 46 times that they've done it. I think I was a kid, literally, when this race started. We had the double bridges, back then.
Yep.
So now one big bridge that everyone, almost 27,000 people, are going to walk and run and get over today.
Well, and a big question in years past, you know this if you've watched our coverage, we always follow the elite male runners. There was a live camera giving that. A lot of you have actually called and asked us, why no lead car for the elite females?
Right.
We did get an explanation from Irv Batten, the race director, about this, but we also have some breaking news to tell you about. So here's Irv Batten, the director of the Cooper River Bridge Run, his explanation on why in years past they have not been able to have a lead car for the female elite runners. Let's take a listen.
And it's not bad down Coleman Boulevard or on the bridge because it's wider, but once you get into Charleston, the streets are narrow. And so it's an ordeal, a little task we've got to figure out to make it work. So we're working on a smaller vehicle, like a electrical type. So hopefully that works out. We'll see.
And we do have some breaking news to tell you, in fact, about that female elite car. I actually walked past it earlier. It is here, folks. It is here. It is being officially test run for this year's race. It's not live yet, but it is basically a street legal golf cart that is going to follow the female elite runners equipped with GoPros. That footage will be available after the race. Some very exciting stuff. And you're probably wondering, this isn't Tessa Spencer. Who the heck is this guy? This is Jeff McCarriger.
What happened to Tessa? Where'd she
Tessa,
go?
we did some magic tricks during that soundbite. So this is Jeff McCarriger. He is our play-by-play guy. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us. And Jeff told me he's got some breaking news of his own when it comes to these elite racers. Jeff, what'd you find out?
Yeah, well, first of all, the golf cart, the boat golf cart is going to be amazing.
It's incredible.
If they can put seats on the back of that thing for us next year so we can just chill and
we pulled up and I said, whose car is that? Because that is a good-looking car.
Yeah.
It is cool. It is fun. They have the elite logo on it. It is a pretty cool spot. But
that'll be the next step for race play-by-play coverage.
I'm excited. We're going to have to clone you for next year so you can have one on a male and one on the female car.
Right, yeah. So, all right, so I was just talking with Ahmed Muhammad, and I don't know, you and I were talking before we came on the air about, obviously, a lot of favorites, a lot of Kenyans who are going to be favorites, defending champions, a two-time champion is back, but Muhammad is an interesting story. He's out of Florida State University, younger guy, he's just kind of turning pro, he actually has a full-time job, but he said, I was talking to him, he said with this wind, it is definitely going to be a huge factor, especially when they get to the top of the bridge, and he said that he's not sure, all the runners are staged behind us back here,
oh, okay.
and so it's going to be kind of a mental game. Who's going to want to be out front on a race like today where there's wind? Who's going to be the person who's brave enough to be the front runner? Because everyone else is going to be drafting him. So for any of you who are like NASCAR fans,
yeah,
you see the guys draft each other all the time. They're going to be drafting each other and maybe rotating and trying to keep their just keep their energy, because they said it's going to be tough today.
I was just about to ask, is there a strategy? Because we were hearing yesterday possibly 15, 20 mile an hour winds, a higher elevation, so we could see 15 mile an hour winds at some parts. But you mentioned drafting it. That's so fascinating to me. That's going to impact all these runners, and you said it could add minutes onto their time even.
Yeah, I asked him that. He said maybe 30 seconds to a minute. He said really, I mean, they're all strong enough to run through this, but when they run in outdoor events, especially in the wind like this, he said it's more of a head game than anything else.
Okay.
So, but again, it'll be interesting to watch and follow who's going to be the one who wants to be out front. He said sometimes you just get stuck up front, and he said that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it'll be really interesting to watch that kind of dynamic when they're running.
And Jeff is going to be with us all morning. Again, he is our play-by-play guy. He is in the back of the truck following these elite male runners once they take off. Jeff, thank you so much for that insight, because that is a huge factor. We were talking about it this morning, so we're very curious to see how this all plays out. Again, Jeff is going to be with us all morning, so stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
All right, the 46 Cooper River Bridge Run, we are back. The announcer just got through making some announcements, giving some last-minute instructions, and we see our some of our wheelchair division participants coming in.
They're getting some runs in right now. They're testing some stuff out. We actually just talked with our play-by-play, Jeff McCarriger, who told us the elites are here as well. They're actually, I think, right behind us, is what he was saying. So the elites are here, ready to face this wind, Tessa. We can see the American flag over us. It's not parallel, but it's pretty darn close to parallel.
It's pretty much like that, and it's been that way since we got on scene here earlier this morning. Now, let's check in with Charleston, who's on the Mount Pleasant side, right before the runners and the walkers, they go on the bridge. Charleston?
Hey, Tessa, Katie, what a blast. So obviously we still have about a few minutes. About 7:25 is when the wheelchair races start to begin, and we are really anticipating this, right? Things are quiet down here right now. Looks like they finally got all the cars off the bridge, so that is some good news. Now we can start to really get things going, but things have been pretty quiet. It's been smooth sailing down here, not a whole lot happening. Have seen plenty of people coming from the bridge area where they've parked. They're heading to the starting line. They're getting ready. So we're anticipating for those races, the wheelchair races, to start in just a little bit. 7:25 is when that is, and then it goes to the elite runners and then everybody else. So the energy out here already, we've had plenty of people, smiling, waving. They're pumped. We're pumped. We have been ready for this for quite some time. But right now, not a whole lot happening yet. That'll change soon. So don't tune away yet. Listen, we got lots to come up with here. But for right now, it looks like they have finally closed down the bridge. They were redirecting people. It's really been spectacular, and you can see the people right there. Hopefully we were able to catch that, but they are ready. They're gearing up. Their laces are tied. We're ready for a great day here at the Cooper River Bridge Run. So for right now, I'll go ahead and send it back to you, Katie and Tessa. It sounds like things are pretty energetic up there at the starting line as well.
All right, thank you, Charleston. And I think we're going from one side of the bridge to the other, aren't we?
Yeah, let's check in with Trooper Bob, who's on the downtown Charleston side. Hey, Trooper Bob, how's it looking?
All right, we got another good morning of the bridge run. Let me show you where I'm at now. I'm at the bottom of the ramp on Meeting Street. If you were to come off the bridge, or actually this is the way to get on the bridge from Meeting Street. I'm also here with, on the right-hand side, we've got the Highway Patrol. Everybody, let me show you here. There we go. We'll switch to the camera. Highway Patrol here right next to me. You can see they're all meeting. They've got the hay barrels, the straw barrels down for the wheelchair runners when they come in, the wheelchair folks, when they come down, make sure they don't go into a building. So they've got that all out. And I'm going to flip over to the camera here to show you the view again for the ramp. And then on the left-hand side of me, we got the sanitation crews out. We got the street sweepers. Also, EMS has been through here. The City of Charleston PD. Everyone's just done an amazing job ever since the roadway has closed down. Last year, I can tell you, there's some folks pulling boats and everything else coming through here 20, 30 minutes after the road was shut down off of some side streets, but that's not the case today. Another good thing is where this view is today, I get to see the folks in the wheelchairs, and I also get to see the elite runners when they come off the bridge. But this funny thing is you don't see anyone behind them for like the next 10 minutes. So I'm looking forward to everyone off the bridge run today. I'll send it back to you guys.
It's the national anthem. Okay, we will stay. Okay. All right, thanks, Trooper Bob. And you know what? Yeah, I'm not running today, so maybe I'm a little bit gonna rattle some feathers a little bit while saying that ruffle some feathers. Yeah. I like today's weather.
I do too.
I think it feels comfortable. I took the jacket off. I
Yeah.
mean, I know it's windy, which is bad for some of these elites and some of these racers, but I mean, if we're sitting here, I think it feels pretty good for today.
You know, compared to last year,
we were freezing.
When folks were wanting to say, please give Tessa and Katie a blanket.
We had
they are
people
freezing out there.
So
we're
many
not
people
having that
tweet
problem.
about that.
I know, but let's get a more in-depth forecast of what the bridge runners and participants can expect today. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Dave Williams. Dave.
I was going to say, I ran the bridge run last year. I had my best time ever because it was great running weather last year. It was cool. The temperatures were not too bad at all. The winds weren't bad. But this year, we're talking about warm weather. We're talking about muggy weather. We're talking about gusty winds. It's not an ideal day for runners out there. I can't stress it any different way. And as we get a look at the bridge right now, the sun has risen and we're looking at some partly cloudy skies right now. And we are going to keep things pretty quiet as far as the weather goes there. But we're going to be looking at those temperatures on the warm and muggy side. Look at this. This is way above where we should be for this time of the year. We're in the mid to upper 60s, close to 70 degrees. Our average high this time of the year is in the lower 70s. Our dew points are in the lower to mid 60s. It's warm, it's muggy. It's not a very nice morning for running. Fortunately, our elite runners are probably used to all conditions. But if you're not an elite runner, make sure to hydrate. You need to drink that water out there. Drink that water all the way up till the race. Drink the water during the race and after the race because it is warm and muggy and you don't want to get dehydrated. We're looking at those winds from the south and southwest around 10 to 15 miles an hour, but we've got the gusts up around 25 miles an hour and they are coming from the south-southwest to the north-northeast. The runners are going to be going this way. That's a headwind. It's coming right at you as you go across the bridge. It's not at your back helping you out. It's going to be hitting you right in the face. So I wish it was better running conditions, but we are going to see those skies partly cloudy. So in general, things look good through the morning as far as that goes. No fog, no rain, partly cloudy skies, but warm, muggy, and we're going to be looking at those gusty winds, especially as we go from about 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be talking about wind gusts up over 30 miles an hour, and then later this afternoon, there's a threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms, so you'll want to stay weather aware throughout the day today, and I can't stress it enough. Make sure runners stay hydrated out there, have fun, go run over that bridge, celebrate in Marion Square later this morning. We've got plenty more coming up right after this.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
And welcome back to ABC News 4's live coverage of the Cooper River Bridge Run. We are here live outside the Charleston Area Convention Center where the buses are still continuing to pick up people this morning. It's been going for about an hour and a half, and there's still, as you can see behind me, lines. They've gotten a little bit shorter, but the enthusiasm has not died down either here. I'll take you guys on a little walk with me. It's gotten a little warmer out. You see, I had the jacket on earlier. We shed it off, and there's a lot of people out here. And speaking of clothes, one of my favorite things each year is some of these costumes, and we got some fun ones right here. How's everyone doing this morning?
What's up? All day long. All day long.
That's that enthusiasm that I love to see this early in the morning. I want to talk to you two because you two look amazing. What Superwoman, Wonder Woman, how are we doing this morning?
Doing wonderful. Awesome.
Excellent. Awesome.
We'll walk and talk. I don't want to make you miss the bus, but where are you? What's your guys' names?
I'm Kathleen. Sheila.
Kathleen, Sheila, where are you guys from?
Augusta, Georgia.
Augusta, Georgia?
Yes.
Nice little drive out here, no?
Yes, it was wonderful.
So, okay, I gotta ask, you guys are dressed to the nines. Whose idea?
Mine.
Mine idea? Is there any meaning behind it, or you just want to look cool?
No, well, she's been my Superwoman for a while now.
And she has been my Wonder Woman, my bestie.
So, yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna cry. It's so beautiful. That is awesome, you guys.
Thank you.
So, is this your guys' first bridge run?
Yes.
Both your first bridge run?
Well, I've done it virtual, but this is my first one here.
Got it. That is so exciting. What are you guys most excited for this year?
Getting to the top of the hill and rolling down the rest of it.
Rolling down the rest of it.
Finishing the race.
Finishing the race.
That's
Finishing
awesome.
the race.
Well, you guys look amazing. And I know you're saying that you each are the Superwoman, Wonder Woman. What are you guys thankful for as you guys embark on this journey?
Life. Yes, life.
Mobility.
I'm doing this too for my dad. My dad's just been admitted to the hospital, stage 4 cancer. So I'm gonna run this for him, not win.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I wish your dad all the best, and you guys are going to kill it.
Thank you.
Yes, go kill it. You guys are going to go amazing, and I will not miss you guys on the bridge. It'll be easy to see. And with so many cool costumes just like that too. We have some people in tutus. We have some people in head-to-toe and banana gears. I know we have some of these pink ladies over here too. They're looking amazing, and there's just so many other cool costumes that we're seeing, but there's so many other costumes to show, and we're seeing the last few. The line is starting to slow down, so it looks like we're gonna have to get on the bus real soon to make sure that we don't miss it as well. But for now, we got some more big things coming up here on our live coverage, and I believe we have the national anthem coming up shortly. So I'll send it back to you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, our wheelchair racers are getting in position. Our time now, mark your watches at 7:18. Good morning.
I don't know why they wouldn't bring it over here. Because I thought, didn't they have a live person last year for that? They said
Wheelchair racer, ready to go. We are back 7 minutes from your start.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
Welcome back, everybody. The wheelchair race is about to begin. We're also seeing some of the, I believe they're called the assisted racers, excuse me, and the wheelchairs and strollers about to begin. We do have some notes about the wheelchair participants before they get underway here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, but first we wanted to remember the founder of the wheelchair division, Eugene "Jeannie" Willis. He actually passed away last September. Wellens was the first wheelchair racer to push the Cooper River Bridge Run back in 2005.
And actually this year the Bridge Run is dedicating the wheelchair division in his honor, so a very special and symbolic moment here for these wheelchair racers. They are introducing them actually right now. We can see the motorcycle brigade is lined up to our left, ready to escort these racers. The bridge is closed. I believe they are ready to get over it here in just a matter of minutes, Tessa.
And all you have to do at home, you're watching, is sit back and enjoy the rest of the show and enjoy the excitement of the 46th Cooper River Bridge Run.
And it's fun. It is very, very fun. Today is the day that a lot of people have been preparing for, training for, waiting for. A lot of people plan for the whole year for this.
Absolutely. If they're serious about it.
I know. I am not, obviously. I do the treadmill. That's the extent of my prep.
And I would have to walk before I run, meaning I would, be at the back end, walk over it, and then work my way gradually up to that. But a lot of training is involved.
Well, this is just so impressive to see these 27,000 participants, especially starting off with these wheelchair racers. This is just such a special moment for them to be able to lead this, especially in such a year to honor the founder of the wheelchair division. Talk about a moment right now.
Very, very meaningful. And of course, the participants, they're lined up on the other side of the fencing here to be able to cheer people on that they may know, or they're just out here. If they live in the neighborhood, they came out to watch it all.
Well, and a lot of people here do come out just to support. We've been walking distance to so many homes and residences and businesses. A lot of businesses open up early for today to accommodate those customers. And so it's really just a day where the whole Low Country can come together and just have a great time and smile and cheer, because that's what today is all about, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so they're getting lined up. We just heard in about 1 minute. They're going to be off. As Katie said, they have the Charleston Police escort here that will lead them over, and it's just always exciting, and especially for those who are on the other side of the bridge in downtown Charleston. When you see them coming down King Street, it's just really overwhelming.
It's such a moment there. And our Scott Eisberg is downtown. He's ready to interview the winners of these heats. So be sure to look out for Scotty. He is so excited for this. 30
we
seconds
just got the 30-second mark there.
30-second countdown.
There you go. You hear it. It's exciting. They're testing it out. Everything is working.
The cheers are going. We are very excited here. This is the first wave, folks. This is the first wave of the 46th annual Cooper River Bridge Run about to get underway. I think we might do the countdown live with them if we
I see the flag is up in the air. Okay, they're holding that, the starting flag.
Wheelchair racers set.
Everything's set?
I think they're good.
And they're off.
And they're off.
It's time for a party. Here we go. Little time for a party. Some fun. Our racers and our wheelchair race is underway. Right on the money. You did it, Cooper River Bridge Run, 7:25. Thank you, Filipino, race director.
All right, there we go. That is the wheelchair race. They're off. I believe I'm looking on Twitter right now to check a couple things.
Yeah.
Let's see. I just saw Scott's tweet. The Cooper River Bridge Run DJ single-handedly.
What happened?
Scotty said the Cooper River Bridge Run DJ single-handedly keeping Cowboy Troy's career alive, one spring at a time. Scott Eisberg with that insight, as always, everybody. And I know, Tessa, like we said, we're not participating. It feels great for us, for those of us on the ground here, not actively participating in this race, but this wind is going to be a bit of a challenge for some of those elites today.
And one thing that I did learn from our team of meteorologists is that at a certain time in the morning, the temperature does drop. That's why I put my jacket back on, because it did get a little chilly, but I've got a feeling I'll be coming out of it again here in just a little bit. But hopefully, again, they'll be running, I think, into that wind, and that's going to put a little pressure on them. But if they've been training properly, I'm sure they know how to handle it.
Well, and our play-by-play expert, Jeff McCarriger, he even mentioned it might not add on much time, maybe 30 seconds a minute, but for some of these elites, that's a huge difference. So something we will be closely monitoring, and we are going to toss to our Charleston Clark, who is at the, we are not ready for Charleston yet. All right, psyched you out there for a minute. But she will be at the base of the bridge, ready for those wheelchair racers to come by, and I think she's ready now, Tessa.
All right, Charleston, how's it looking?
Sometimes you just gotta throw in that little white balance, make it look better, right? Yeah, so still quiet right now, but the wheelchair racers will be coming anytime now. I'm surprised they haven't made it here yet, but as Dave mentioned earlier, that wind is kind of pushing against them, so it's making things a little bit harder. I still have complete trust and faith in them for making it down here shortly, but we've got a couple of the buses now going back towards the starting line, and you know what? We've actually got somebody. We got a little family right behind us. We'll walk over here. They're not ready for this, I don't think. All right. Hi, how are you guys?
Good.
All right. I gotta know, who are we rooting on today?
We are rooting on Daddy, aren't we?
Yeah. All right, and which race is he participating in?
I think he goes at 8:30 for the bridge run. Yeah, I think he starts at 8:30.
Yeah. Now, is this his first year? Is this? It is. And so obviously this is your guys' first year.
We're pumped. Yeah? Yes, we got up at 6. We've been really, really excited.
Oh, man. So, you know, looking forward to the rest of today when your husband, when your dad comes out here, you know, what are you guys looking forward to the most of this?
We're going to go to IHOP and get some pancakes.
Yeah.
We're going to carve it up, right?
I'm so excited.
Are you excited, Ums?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're very excited.
And so, you know, your daddy can't be watching this right now. He's obviously starting up at that line, but what do you guys have to say to him?
I just want him to do a really good job, and I know he can do it.
All right. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. We've got plenty of people out here ready. We're going to have plenty of people coming here soon. But I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you guys. We're going to wait for these wheelchairs to come down the road, and we'll make sure to keep you updated as soon as that happens. I'll go ahead and send it back to you guys.
I love the 80s, man.
I told you, playlist.
I love it. I love it
later. And this is a fun moment. The excitement is building. You know where it's building even more? The top of the bridge.
Well, we find our Tara Jabor. Hey, Tara.
Hey guys, that's right. We are here on the top of the Ravenel Bridge. Obviously, it's really windy, but super excited to see these runners come. And I've never been on the bridge before when nobody else is on it. There's just a few people here on the bridge right now. Obviously, we still have about 30 minutes until we start to see some of the runners, but the wheelchair race has already started. We can't see them yet. Jason Ty's on the camera. I think he was zooming in to see what we could see, but right now it's just beautiful. It's pretty much the quiet before all of the runners come. And yeah, everyone is just waiting around here, waiting for, of course, the bridge run. I can't wait to see everyone's costumes and their energy. There's going to be some live music up here. We're looking forward to hearing that music. And yeah, so I'm going to toss it back to you guys. Katie, Tessa, how's it looking there?
All right. Thank you, Tara. You know what? I bet she's got the best vantage point. Up there
Absolutely,
on top of the bridge.
and especially as they're coming up and they come into view.
Yep.
And you see them like, oh my God, here they come. It's just like a wave.
It's a wave
that's coming in. It
but
really
you know
is.
who's going to hit those participants first?
It's going to work.
It's our Charleston Clark, who is at the base of the bridge on the Mount Pleasant side. Let's go back to her. Hey, Charleston.
We're back, and we finally had our first wheelchair roll on by. We got another one, and we've got about 2 more just behind me. They're powering through. I mean, I give them props. I'm standing here already exhausted watching them, but you know, they practice for so long to do this. So we've got the first, what did I say, 4 or 5, I think. Got the first couple people out here. That's a good start. They're starting to power up that bridge. Still waiting for a few more. It's all right. They'll get here eventually. They have to. They have to get over the bridge. Get over it. All right. So, yep, we got a couple people now and waiting for the rest. And then, hey, they're going to get over it today. That wind, again, though, is kind of hindering them. Look at that. The speed. Good for them, right? Let me give them major props. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you guys. We'll get a couple other people out here shortly, but once we do, we'll make sure to head back out here.
Oh, so you almost caught me singing. No, you didn't. Hopefully, tell me that you didn't catch that.
High note on
I almost
camera.
did. I almost did it.
Camera.
Almost, but you missed
American
it.
Idol. You
Okay.
need to bring on Tessa Spencer over
Yeah,
here.
when they have the mature group.
You
know,
compete.
you think I could?
You could compete and then show those young studs how to
That's
do it.
right. That's how you
but
do
that's
it.
another conversation for
Of
another
course.
day.
All right. We just heard from Charleston, who's on the Mount Pleasant side of the bridge. On the other side, we find our trooper Bob, and kind of, with his old comrades, he's got the South Carolina Highway Patrol there with him. Hey, Trooper Bob.
Hey, I'm down here at the meeting street actually with Lance Corporal Nick Pye. Congratulations on your promotion with the South Carolina Highway Patrol. Lance Corporal, tell us, I've spoken to a trooper down here from Richland County. Have you brought in troopers from all over the state?
We do. We bring in as many troopers that are needed throughout the different parts of the state. And Charleston being such an awesome place and this event being so good, we have an unbelievable number of troopers that volunteer to come down here because they like it so much, and dealing with all the local people here is great.
Have you, as far as the security and everything, you guys have been planning this thing for a long time.
Right. A lot of time goes into planning, and I have to give so much credit to our local police departments and also our state counterpart with SLED, but the city of Charleston County Sheriff's Office, Mount Pleasant, so forth and so on. So much time goes into this. We have meetings that begin, not too long after the race is over with. And a lot goes into it, but I will say that this is one event that every first responder loves working and supporting.
One thing I want to ask you real quickly, outside of the bridge run, yesterday we had a serious collision on the interstate. We had they landed a helicopter. A lot of collisions over the last week or so, especially during the morning hours. What do you want people to know right now? We're getting into the 100 deadly days of summer. What do you want them to know if they are going to start traveling?
So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people that live in Charleston and want to come to Charleston. It's important to just make sure that you're patient and understand that if you're commuting around Charleston, there's going to be traffic. With that being said, I think it's important for the public to know that when we talk about these collisions, there's always a contributor to it. Most of the time, just like I speak all the time, most of the time it's distracted driving above the posted speed limit, and those driving under the influence. And when you mix one of those with individuals not wearing their seatbelt, that's when you're going to ultimately have collisions and fatal collisions.
Well, listen, thank you very much for giving us a quick interview.
Yes,
thanks for taking time out. As always, make sure you buckle up, don't be ejected from life, and I'll send it back to the anchors.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Trooper Bob. We're going to send things straight over to our Tara Jabor, who is on top of the bridge with those wheelchair racers. Hey, Tara.
Hey guys, that's right. We are seeing these wheelchair racers just approaching almost on the bridge. You guys see those blue and white lights. They are right behind them. They're approaching the bridge. It is a windy morning on the bridge, which I guess we kind of expect. It's always really windy on the bridge, but the wind is definitely strong here on the Ravenel Bridge, and here they come. They are approaching. It is a really beautiful morning, guys, and it's really quiet here on the bridge. I've never been on the bridge before at this time where no one else is really here, and it's also a gorgeous sunrise behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but that sun is peeking through the clouds, so I think it's really going to be a beautiful thing for these racers when they start getting on here, and it seems like they are getting even closer. So we are excited to see everyone. After this, we'll see some of the runners. And it seems like they are approaching. I think Jason Ty is waiting there, but we'll send it back to you guys for now, and we'll have an update right when they come by us.
Corral experts, Channel 2 News, Darren Golf Clubs, and race roster. Thank you to each of
It's official. All the buses have left the Charleston Area Convention Center. We are currently on the last bus right now with, I say, the most fun people out of the entire race, the ones who are on the last bus, because we like to have fun. We're not trying to break any records, getting there first. And I've gotten to talk with some of these people. They are all great. We have some great stories. We have one right here, too. Yes. This woman is amazing. She came right up to me and said, I want to be on TV. So
that's what I want to do.
What's your name?
Jackie Nolan.
Jackie, where are you from, Jackie?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta? That's not an easy drive.
No, 5 hours.
5-hour drive. Yeah. So is this your first or?
No, it's my 7th. I used to live in Charleston, and I just started doing it, and I just continue to do it every year.
That's amazing. 7 bridge runs. That's I got to give you some props for that. That is awesome. What keeps you coming back each year?
Just because of the fun and the organization that they have, and it's just a wonderful thing to do.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And so, are you going to be running, walking? What are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna run a little, walk more.
That's how I would do it too.
Yeah. And I'm planning to get done in less than 2 hours.
That's a beautiful goal. What are you most excited about for this year's bridge run?
To get my medal at the end.
I know. For those of you who don't know, we didn't get the medals last year due to some shipping delays, so we're getting them this year, and you're going to be getting one at the end of the finish line too. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. And look, we have so many fun people. I wish we could walk around, but I'm not gonna lie. Don Holt Bridge is a little bumpy, but I want to give you a view. This is what it's like. These are what all these racers have been going through, coming over the Don Holt, getting ready to go to the start of the Corrals at the start line, rather, going to Mount Pleasant. And we are officially getting closer to race time. Last bus has left the station. We are almost to the start line, and that is where the real fun begins. Everybody excited? Everyone ready? You hear the excitement. That's why I love this last bus, because you get that excitement that you don't get from those early birds. But we're going to send it back to you guys at the start line, and we'll see you there soon.
Okay. I love this vibe over here. We can see people lining up. It feels like miles. It probably is miles.
Yeah.
The racers are getting ready, and I think we're going to be back in just a few minutes. But as we head to break, you're going to be able to see some of those wheelchair racers in action. Stay with us, friends. We'll be back for the 46th annual Cooper River Bridge Run live show in just a few.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
Tessa Spencer and Katie Salt with you for the 46th Cooper River Bridge Run, and it has officially started.
Yes, the wheelchair racers are off. They left right around 7:25, escorted by the CPD and Mount Pleasant PD motorcycle units. Quite a sight to see, especially as this gorgeous sunrise greets us on this April 1st. It is the first day of April.
Oh, it is no joke.
It is no joke.
I got that. I know. It just dawned on me. Hey, I'm really smart early in the morning, and in about 2 hours from now, this is all I'm giving you. What you see right now,
the energy level out here is fantastic. People are actually starting. I don't know if you can see to my right, Tessa. There's families lining up with some chairs.
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
To watch their friends and family that are going to be participating and heading out in just a few minutes. And our Teeter Jabor, arguably probably one of the best spots to watch this sunrise.
She is at the top of the diamonds. Tara, how are things looking?
Hey guys, it's looking great up here. We've already seen a few wheelchair racers. Here are two people coming up the bridge right now. It is amazing the strength that they have. Of course, they have the perfect view with the sunrise rising over the bridge. And it's really awesome to see. We saw some people cheering them on, helping them out as they get over the bridge. And guys, right now we see a family coming up. Seems like we have a father and their kid coming up the bridge. A couple families now, and here come a few more. And now they're starting the music, so that means the party is officially started here on the Ravenel Bridge. Woo! Hey guys, how are you doing? Amazing. Guys, we got a family right here in front of us, getting over the bridge. Another family back here. It's really amazing to see people do this race and get over the bridge and just see everyone happy, smiling, celebrating. It's definitely a beautiful Saturday morning. Obviously, the bridge looks stunning as always. Guys, we will come back to you later, but I want to send it back to Katie and Tessa. What's the vibe over there?
All right, thank you, Tara. And from the top of the bridge
now to the bottom of the bridge, we find our trooper, Bob. Hey, Bob.
All right, I'm down here on Meeting Street, just at the bottom of the bridge. Let me show you a beautiful sunrise. I'm waiting for the wheelchair participants to come through here. Also want to show you what's where I'm at and what's around me here. The left side of me, this is where you would get onto Interstate 26 westbound. As you can see, the sanitation department out here with the street sweepers, Charleston City Police, and we'll pan the area here. And here's the foot of the bridge, waiting for the wheelchair participants. And on the right-hand side, this is where they would make the left-hand turn at the bottom and head up Meeting Street. As you can see, a lot of that pine straw here to help the wheelchair participants. There we go. All right, so in case they don't go a little farther, they don't go into the building or the crowd here. We also have a DJ over here. I'd roll the windows up and make sure it didn't sound like I was in a club down here. Music's really loud, so getting everyone pumped up. And also some volunteers are out here handing out water for those folks that are coming through here. So a little water station here. And after this side of it, this is about another 2 miles or so before you get to the finish line. One thing I remember when I was running the bridge a while back, I was just so happy to get off that concrete from the bridge and see asphalt, because once I saw the asphalt, I knew I had another 2 miles to go and I was done with the race here. So I'll send it back to you guys from the bottom of the bridge on Meeting Street.
It's about to get crazy.
That's what was just said over the loudspeaker.
Just like that. He said it just like that.
Yeah, very, very husky.
Yes, very
husky voice there. And I'm watching some of these elite runners line up. They're stretching. Yeah. They're getting some jumps and skips. And I don't know how they do it. It is so darn impressive every year.
Very impressive this year. And you and I were talking about what we haven't seen so far this year, aside from the mascot for Roper St. Francis and Harris Teeter. We haven't seen anybody in costumes.
I think we saw one, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You know the guys, the blow-up guys outside of Corrals?
Yeah.
I think that's what he was. I don't know how this person is going to run.
I don't know at all.
It is a full-on inflatable costume. People were asking him what he was, so it's if you are out there, person in that costume, I think you might be my front runner for the costume contest, because that alone is dedication.
And we had the chopper flying over too, and as you can see, the miles of runners waiting, and of course the walkers who will be bringing up the rear end, if you will.
And I know a couple people, shout out to my gym, they have quite the large group of participants this year. I think close to 150.
That's impressive.
Participants, walkers, joggers, runners. You can be any level, and I think that's what's so great about this. Our Floriana Boardman, we watched this story last night, a group of men and women in their 70s.
Who knew?
The Who Knew crew.
The Who Knew crew.
The Who Knew team. If you're here, shout out to the Who Knew team. We are rooting for you. You're my favorite story, I think. They're here. People of all ages and abilities taking on. That's what's so great about this race, isn't it?
It is, and you see it every year. And again, it never gets old. It's always exciting. We might get up because we're here at the way before the crack of dawn. But as the morning goes on, and everyone's energy just kind of feeds and spreads across everywhere. The next thing you know, we had our dance breaks. We were up dancing.
You missed it.
Good thing, I don't know, there might be some footage out there somewhere that'll come out after the show, but we're getting swept up in the moment of it, and people are, as they're walking in, as they're getting off the buses and headed down to their particular corrals where they're going to wait to get over it, you can see them. They're ready to go. They're smiling. They're laughing. They're stopping behind us to take pictures.
It's a beautiful setup, too. Take pictures with that start line. We're counting down. They are counting down for us, and we're going to be back with the starting elites here in just a few minutes, but we're going to take a very quick break before those runners and that national anthem get started and get things underway for us. So stay with us, friends. The 46th annual Cooper River Bridge Run official live show. We will be back after this.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
2006, the first year of the Arthur Ravenel.
All righty, just heard the announcement that the elite runners have to be in place by 7:55, which is in about 4 minutes
from
from
now.
now.
Coordinate their watches too. I didn't realize you have to coordinate your watches.
I didn't know that
but I guess
either.
it's very important for those keeping pace, or I should say keeping time,
Exactly.
not keeping pace. And some of the elites warming up, they have about 5 minutes, like Tessa said, to get well, less than that now.
Yeah,
to get
less
in
than
place.
that.
They are running some sprints, doing some high knees. You know what? I'm getting a workout just watching.
That's what I'm saying, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, don't do too much now. You're going to need to save
You're
that
gonna hurt
energy.
yourself.
But hey, they're the professionals.
Right.
I'm not. That's why, he just breezed by. Did you feel that extra wind?
And that extra gust of wind. There's some local runners here as well. There's some All-American athletes participating. I believe when I was talking with our play-by-play expert, he said there's an All-American from Florida State University who he caught up with who said this wind is going to be a big factor, friends. You heard Dave Williams talk about it earlier. You can see my hair flying around.
And there are some the elite women that just walked past. You can tell because their gear is also much more professional looking.
Yes.
So they have arrived.
And you know what? We have a source inside the corrals getting to look at all that wonderful energy. Our Floriana Boardman joins us live now. Good morning, Floriana.
Hey.
Good morning. I'm here with Alex, Ella, and Mackenzie. You guys all have the cutest shirts on. Tell me what inspired you guys to wear this awesome outfit today and run today?
I mean, we don't really know.
So this is our 4th year running as a family, and we've always just come up with a fun costume every year to be able to see each other and make it more fun.
Awesome. Do you guys run a lot?
No.
No? Are you guys ready to get over it?
Yes.
Yeah. You guys excited?
Yeah.
From here, right in Mount Pleasant, that's right?
Yes.
Awesome. Are you guys excited? Tell me a little bit more about the energy you're feeling today. What group are you guys running in?
I think it was D.
Yeah, D.
Corral D.
Corral D. Awesome. And you guys are going to get over it. So you heard it here. The energy is very, very high over at the corrals. I'm actually over by Corral F right now. You can hear the music behind me. Lots going on. Lots of people moving still to get to the corral they need to. See a guy running right here. He's probably in a rush to get to where he needs to go. But the music is loud. People are stretching. People are excited. And I'm going to toss it back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Floriana. Tessa and I
did you just catch me doing that again?
We have to say, we are very impressed. The elites are warming up.
I mean,
you might
really
run behind us.
Warming up.
It is intimidating. I can't even do that for a full workout.
No, I'm winded from here to where the camera is right here in front of us. But always it's exciting because really once the elites take off, it's over before it's even started because they're downtown Charleston at Marion Square in no time.
Less than 30 minutes in some cases, which is so impressive. I mean, 6.2 miles in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
That is very good.
Props to everybody who is in that elite and upper level category. I would be in the middle to back, just having a good time. Just
that's
here
good.
for the party.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you guys go.
Just here for the party. We are here to cheer people on. You know who else is going to be cheering people on? Our Charleston Clark.
Yes,
She's
Charleston.
at the base of the bridge. Let's send things over to her. Hey, Charleston.
You know, Katie, I would not even be at this point at that, with this race. I'm exhausted. I was exhausted when those wheelchairs started coming over. I do have a family we'll talk to here in a little bit. We don't have enough time right now. We've also got another family that have been watching us since 6:30 this morning. So they're also going to get roped into this here soon. Little do they know, right? But right now, the music is finally playing. The celebrations are finally starting. We got a couple people out here finally. So the energy, people are really happy. It's really nice to see that at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. So makes it a lot easier to be out here, and it's so much fun. So I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you, Katie and Tessa. And then later on, we'll talk with a couple more families out here, and you won't believe where some of these families are from. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Charleston. And right now, they are introducing the top 3 male and females elite runners. Very impressive already. Again, we've seen a lot of them warming up. A lot of these elites from around the world. I think we heard Kenya.
We heard Kenya, yeah.
And a couple others. And this is just so impressive because there's actually some from Texas, from Florida. I mean, this is an international race. I think 40 countries are represented. Virtually every state here in America is represented. And these elites, man, I can tell you what, watching them warm up.
We could go on all day, talking about them. Yes, and it's going to be very interesting because when they take off, they are gone indeed. And again, we heard that someone may be running in flip-flops, not in the elites. They wouldn't do
Not
that.
in the elites,
Not in the
no.
elites, and I think we did see a couple of costume wearers. So they're going to be starting here in less than 5 minutes.
And I do want to make a very brief mention. We talked about it at the top of the broadcast, but in case you missed it, we will have a live elite car, or elite lead car, excuse me, following the male runners. But for the first time, there is a car following the female elites as well. It is not being broadcast live, but I understand there is GoPro footage that will be available after the race. That was a lot of topic and talk for many, many years. We hope next year to have it live, though.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully that way everything is covered and you won't miss a minute of the race. But again, we are ticking down. They will be taking off at 8 a.m.
On the dot. And you know what? I believe the national anthem is about to be played here, if I'm not mistaken, shortly. And the countdown is truly on. My clock might be a bit off, though. I have 7:57 on my watch.
Let me check.
I feel like I might be a bit behind.
Yeah, no, 7:57. You're about right. So about 3 minutes.
But this is intimidating. The wall of people already facing us is a lot.
On each side.
It's very intimidating.
If you could just really see it, if we had a camera shot where you could flip it around on either side right now, and it is amazing to see. It's like there was nobody really there, like maybe about 20 minutes ago, but now there's like a wall of people.
It's a wall of people. 27,000. I think they said 27,500 is the official count for today, up significantly even from a few weeks ago. I think over 1,000 people registered between the last 2 days of the Bridge Run Expo, as I understand it. People waiting out to see what the weather was going to be, especially for the locals. We're giving it a start, I believe.
Yes. They're making some announcements right now, last minute. The announcer's just asking everybody, are they ready for the Bridge Run today?
The gun is set to be fired shortly. Our play-by-play crew is standing by. Our Scott Eisberg is standing by at the finish line. He will be the first probably to grab these elites when they come through.
Yeah, and then at the end, of course, when the walkers have and all of the runners have gotten over there down at Marion Square, we'll find Mel Orleans and our Alyssa. So there's going to be out there.
Very exciting time. They have the party spot. We have the competition spot here.
Yeah, exactly. They get them when they're hot and sweaty and hungry. You know what I mean?
I think we're getting ready. I think the countdown might be coming soon. I keep peeking around, Tessa, so
Yeah,
that's
we
why
can
you
tell.
see me leaning over a little bit.
They're giving
waiting
some
to
final.
see if the gun is about to be fired up.
They're giving some final instructions. So 1 minute. We just got the 1 minute call here. 1 minute 30 seconds. We could do that. But I can only imagine what's going on in their minds right now.
It's so competitive. They look ready to go. They are blocking out everybody. They got the blinders on. I
can see it.
They are ready to go. And this is so impressive. I cannot wait to see them take off. It's always such an inspirational moment for those of us
Absolutely
that
it
are
is.
enjoying it from the chairs.
Yeah, and I would imagine for those who are not in the elites who are running that there are so many stories to be told, so many reasons why they're choosing to run, so many reasons why and who they're running for, if they're running for themselves, if they're running because they maybe have had a huge obstacle in their life to get over, and now they're going to get over the Ravenel.
And they're getting ready in less than 30 seconds. The gun will officially go off.
And the runners are jumping up and down.
They're ready.
They're ready.
They're ready to
If
go.
we can only
We're ready
see
to go.
it.
The flag is
are
up.
Yep.
Runners set.
Runners set. And they're on a mark. Woo! And they're off.
This is the moment we have all been waiting for. The runners are off. 27,500 people getting over it. This is so exciting. The pace car getting ready to follow these male elites. Quite the moment here. We're getting waves.
Yeah,
We're getting
and
cheers.
as they run under the platform there, they're raising their arms up and they're waving because now you can't stop now. I mean, you could, but it's too late now.
And with that, we're going to send it over to Jeff McCarriger, who is on the pace car with those male elites. Hey, Jeff.
All right, guys, thank you very much. And we are officially underway. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. And what a perfect day here for running. Now, perfect for the runners. That's debatable. As everyone's been talking about this morning, the big storyline is going to definitely be the wind. Right now here on the Mount Pleasant side on Coleman Boulevard, not too terrible as we make our first turn headed for the bridge. but definitely once we get going up the bridge and at the top for sure. The runners we're talking about this morning, and really, again, you've heard us talk about it a little bit this morning. Strategy is going to be a big thing. Who is going to be the runner that dares to go out front and really kind of cut the wind? You're actually going to see, for those of you who are NASCAR fans who happen to be up this morning and watching this race, you know about drafting, and we might actually see some of these runners try and draft each other as we go along. But really good pace right now so far. Most of them said with the wind, you know, it could maybe affect them by 30 seconds, maybe at most a minute, but they said for most of them just a really kind of a head game and kind of a mental game. But you can see how fast this pace is already. These runners, incredible athletes, many of them pro runners, and already we are at Shem Creek, and again, what a beautiful
Yep. All right, I believe we lost our Jeff McCarriger, who was on the play-by-play, so we will try to get him back as soon as we can. The male elites, female elites went off less than 5 minutes ago, or about 2 minutes ago now. So they are off, they are running. The next wave of runners has moved up to the start line. I see some kids in the front. That is very impressive for the children that are running. Go children. I think they're like 5 or 6 years old. But again, this showing that this race brings in people of all ages, all abilities. Quite the impressive morning for these 27,500 participants. And then next wave, now off. The next wave of racers now off. These are not the elites, but like your next level runners, and people that are still much faster than I am, mind you. So this is quite the show of people that are out here cheering, dancing, waving around, having fun. They got their headphones in, some of them, with their running playlist going. So what a great morning. The temperature is great. It's feeling good. The energy is great. We could not be more lucky to have you all joining us on the 46th annual official Cooper River Bridge Run live show as they are getting over it on this April 1st, first day of the month. And we do have our Jeff McCarriger live now with that play-by-play. Hey, Jeff.
He's Jeff McCarriger.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I guess we lost our audio there for a minute. But again, you can see the leaders setting a really quick pace here as we've already crossed over Shem Creek, still on the Mount Pleasant side, coming down Coleman Boulevard. But I was talking about the number of runners. Again, when this race first started back in 1978, only 766 runners. And now this year, of course, 27,500. So anyway, we know the stats. We know the wind's going to be a factor today. How about some of these runners? Looks like early on out front for you Clemson fans out there, James Quattlebaum out of Greenville, South Carolina, ran at Clemson, competed in the 2020 U.S. Olympic trials. And he is out in front. And again, this is going to be the big thing. Now, just off his left shoulder is Dominic Onduro. He's actually a two-time champion of the Bridge Run. Won it back in 2015 and 2016. So he's just off his left shoulder. Some of the favorites, David Bett is back this year. He's in this pack, the defending champion. Won it last year with a time of 28:17. Just talked about Onduro, a two-time winner. We've got some pretty experienced runners here at the front of this pack. Dominic Career, this is the 4th year in a row that he's competed here for the Bridge Run. And also John Maritu Wanjiku, he has also competed in this Bridge Run 4 times. Now both of those runners, their best finish was 3rd, and looking to try and improve on that today. So out front is still James Quattlebaum, and that's interesting because when I was talking with Ahmed Muhammad, he's bid number 7. Might have a chance to see him there in the pack. He's out of Florida State. He was the one who told me, he said, who is going to be the runner who wants to jump out front and cut the wind? And right now, apparently, that guy appears to be Quattlebaum. And interesting, it is actually Muhammad looking at the runners. Muhammad trying to tuck his way back in behind the runners. He said he wasn't going to be afraid, actually. If he ended up running 4th, 5th, he was just not going to be afraid at all and just try and stay in behind the wind, which is going to end up getting more brisk, obviously, as we head closer and closer to the bridge. And now you see Quattlebaum starting to fall back just a little bit, and on his right shoulder is Dominic Career. And again, he's one of the experienced Kenyans. 4th year in a row competing here at the Bridge Run. Again, his best finish was 3rd. Finished 8th last year. But coming off a pretty good season last year, he actually won the 2022 San Antonio Rock and Roll Half Marathon. Has a personal best time of 28:08. Of this pack that you're looking at, another name to keep in mind is Athanas Kyoko. He's a former All-American from Campbell University up in Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. Finished 5th in the 10K at the 2022 NCAA Championships. But really looking for his first big signature win. There's Dominic Onduro now, number 2. You see as he's off the left shoulder of Career. All right, we are just now, for those of you obviously familiar with the area, many of you watching obviously are, we are just getting here to the base of the Ravenel Bridge, and this is where things are going to start to get really interesting. For those of you who know this bridge and have lived here a long time, you know, when we drive across this bridge, no big deal, right? We do it, who knows how many times, dozens of times a week, and maybe even more for that, for those of you who commute from Mount Pleasant to downtown. But for those of you who ever run this bridge or have walked it, you know that on this Mount Pleasant side, it is a serious incline. The average slope here of the bridge is about 4%, but here on this Mount Pleasant side, which the runners are just now entering, it's as steep as a 5.6 grade. And this is going to be the first test for a lot of these runners. And this is really what separates this race from many others across the country. Out in front now, David Bett. There you see the bib number 1. He's our defending champion. Won it with a time of 28:17 last year. His personal best, 28:08. And actually, if you look closely and you see them, you can just start to say, I mean, this is where the struggle starts, right? This is where you get that 5.6% slope on this bridge. Once it gets to the very top, it gets down to just over 1.5%. But right now, they are really struggling here on this slope. And now you can see our early runner, James Quattlebaum, out of Clemson. He's fallen back. Really, you're starting to see this pack of, about 6 or 8 now really starting to separate from the rest of the pack. And I'm not sure if you can hear in the mic, but this is where the wind is also, I mean, this is tough for these guys. You can just see the struggle right now on some of their faces. 5.6% incline right now, and headed into a stiff wind going up the bridge. And this is where Muhammad said earlier, this is going to be really going to have to dig in, and where it's going to be not only a physical test, but a head game for them as well. This is really difficult into this wind, and this is where the 30 seconds to a minute might add into their times. Boy, this wind is stiff up here. And you can see, look at the back of the pack now. We've already lost. Quattlebaum is back there, 3 others way back. A few others now starting to drop off the pack. Athanas Kyoko, number 3. Mentioned him earlier, maybe one of the favorites here. He's out of Campbell University. Finished 5th in the 10K at the 2022 NCAA Championships. So had a great year last year, and he is now just taking maybe a half stride lead over Shadrack Teeter. Now, Shadrack Teeter, probably not one of the favorites that many of you have heard of or read about, but definitely one of the strong Kenyan runners. And you can, if you look closely, you can just see even in their bib numbers, the way that they are flopping in the wind. Now that grade is slowly, it's not at, you can see the grade behind them now, so they are past that big grade of 5.6. And now this is where it gets a little bit, I hate to say the word easier, because none of this is easy. I've run this thing a couple of times, and it's not easy, trust me. But this does now start to get more of a slope of about a 1.5 to 2.
Smiling, I know.
But you can start to see some separation now by Athanas Kyoko. But again, you know, this race is long from over. It's over 6 miles, a 10K. And again, as the racers were talking about pre-race in some of our discussions, you know, you could see a late lead change.
Pick it up.
Right now it's Kyoko setting the pace. But remember, in bib number 7, Ahmad Muhammad, he was the one out of Florida State, All-American at Florida State University, finished 4th at the USA Track and Field Championships last year. He's got a personal best time of 27:56, and he's just kind of sneaking in behind those 2 front runners, and that's exactly what he said he was going to do. Just try and get that draft.
Right there was Grace, Laura.
And now, finally, the grade is finally starting to lift a little bit for these runners as we come to the apex of this beautiful bridge. And what a shot. Again, a beautiful day. If it weren't for the wind, this would be an ideal situation for these runners as far as temperature-wise goes. Well, the Ravenel Bridge, as many of you know, built back in 2005. 13,200 feet long, 2.5 miles. It is the 3rd longest cable bridge in the Western Hemisphere, for those of you who didn't know that. Approximately 190 feet high, 600 feet high, all the way up to the top of the Double Diamonds. And now, again, finally over the crest of the bridge and finally starting to get that downhill grade for the runners, but still a really stiff wind that they're running into. Once we get down and make that turn onto Meeting Street and get down towards the peninsula, it'll finally start to let up. But right now, they are definitely past the toughest part. I would say the toughest part, no doubt, was that 5.6% grade going into the wind. Still trying to maintain that stride, and still that pack of 3 continues to stay out in front. And our defending champion from last year, David Bett, is still right there out front.
Yeah, he's fit. He's fit. Bet,
oh, actually, yeah, it's not. Yeah, correction. It's actually not Bett. It's Kyoko who's out there out front. David Bett, yeah, David Bett has fallen back. He's fallen all the way back to 5th. And look at how the wind and the grade has just separated this pack.
16, I think that's Shadrack Teeter.
Yeah, that's Kyoko in bib number 3. So Kyoko's still out front with Shadrack Teeter.
It's unknown.
And then Muhammad out of Florida State University.
Teeter, yeah, you're correct. Teeter 16.
And then you can see the runners have really fallen back. And again, yes, David Bett, the defending champion from last year, definitely has fallen back to 5th. And then a pack of 4 runners behind them, 2 more behind them. And you can see how the wind really has taken a toll on this pack. So Athanas Kyoko and Shadrack Teeter right now out front, with Muhammad right behind them, just working that draft. Muhammad just looked down at his watch. Boy, it is so crazy to see this bridge like this, isn't it? For those who cross this every day, I just happened to look up the stat yesterday, and according to the SCDOT website, almost 95,000 cars a day cross over the Ravenel Bridge. And to see it like this with the sun coming up and just the runners, absolutely beautiful morning. The Cooper River underneath us, the harbor off in the distance, as the runners now come down the slope of the bridge and will head towards the big turn to Meeting Street. Just a beautiful shot.
Get your troubles, come on, get happy. Better chase all your cares away. Hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining, come on, get happy. Chase all your cares away. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. Forget your troubles, get happy.
Again, just an incredible view. And now the pack, which again, this elite run pack, the ones that we were watching, accounted for maybe 12 to 15 runners. We saw it trimmed on that upslope, that 5.6% grade, trimmed down to maybe a dozen or less. And now you can see we are, at the moment anyway, down to a pack of 2 here at the front. Athanas Kyoko, bib number 3, and Shadrach Teeter, bib number 16. As we come down to the base here of the Ravenel Bridge, and we were talking about Ahmed Mohammed. For a while, he was trying to draft these leaders, and now you can see Mohammed. We could see him check his watch. He was really struggling there just after they pressed the top of the bridge. And now you can see Mohammed has fallen way back. So down to 2 now with Kyoko and Shadrach Teeter.
There's Henry.
And of course, in just a few moments, that's the crazy thing, is that you look at this bridge right now, and in a mere, 5 or 10 minutes, you are going to see a mass of humanity. 27,500 runners plus come over that bridge. Just an incredible sight. It is going to be really interesting to see what the final numbers on this are. This wind is absolutely brutal right now. You saw Kyoko kind of cross in and behind Teeter as the 2 of them just trying to keep pace. As we now head down again to the very base of the bridge, just before this turn to get onto Meeting Street. And these runners have to just be hoping in the back of their minds that once we get to the base of the bridge and head down onto Meeting Street, that this wind finally starts to subside. It is still really strong right now.
Down enough.
You can kind of see it on the backs of their jerseys. It is still really flapping in the wind, but this wind is just absolutely right in their face. You know, it's interesting for a lot of us who run, you know, if we can run just to kind of put into perspective the times they're going to run here. You know, if you run a 9 or 10 minute mile, this is 6 miles, that obviously puts you right at about an hour. These runners, again, the winning time is normally going to be in the high 27s, low 28s. So less than a half an hour for these runners to leave Mount Pleasant, go across the entire bridge, and get all the way downtown, pretty close to TD Arenas, where this race is going to finish. Now, Shadrach Teeter now, as we turn our attention back to the runners, he's started to open up about a 4-stride difference over Athanas Kyoko. Kyoko in the orange bib. Good story, a former All-American from Campbell University. Talked about him earlier. Finished 5th in the 10K NCAA championships last year. And for Kyoko, he's had a really good year and has been an incredible competitor, but really looking for his first signature pro win. But right now, those chances, at least immediately, look like they may be fading a bit, as Shadrach Teeter is opened up about a 6-stride difference now. And look at the rest of the pack. And I think that's just a testament to how strong this wind is in the grade. The fact that Teeter has been able to separate himself from the likes of the defending champion David Bett and the 2-time champion Dominic Onduro. We saw him early on take the lead. And even a couple of experienced runners like Dominic Career and John Murray Wanjiku, both of them, talked about them earlier, competing in their 4th bridge run. They finished as high as 3rd, and you can't even see them now. They've all dropped back. I mean, we are talking about some elite runners that have now fallen off this pace. Well, now you can see the change of scenery as we've now crossed over the bridge. We're going to be headed down this turn, headed down towards Meeting Street. And I would say, finally, the wind has started to subside. And this is going to be a welcome change, obviously, for these runners. So headed in this hard left turn now for the runners as we head on to Meeting Street. And this is also where they're going to not only get a break from the wind, but now start to get some help from the crowd, as you can hear. Wait, it definitely seems like Kyoko has maybe picked up the pace a little bit more energy in his stride. Shadrach Teeter Such long strides, tall runner. You can tell both of them picked up a little bit of a short adrenaline boost from that great crowd right there at the base of the bridge, right there. We made the turn onto Meeting Street. What a great event for this community. So much fun to watch, so much fun to take part of. From here, by the way, we'll make a short turn onto Wolf Street coming up here shortly, and then all the way down King. Beautiful part of this run. Cut over on Wentworth, then back up Meeting, and again, this race will finish right at about TD Arena. So still time here for Kyoko. Interesting, at the base of the bridge, you could see Teeter open up. I think we're thinking maybe a 6 or 7 stride lead, but Kyoko now right there with him. But again, it looks like this is just going to be a 2-person race.
The style we want can have unwanted impact. That's why in our apparel making, we've been reducing our water use, increasing our use of renewable energy, and looking after the career growth of our employees. Can we say we solved all of the industry problems? No, but we can say we make apparel with respect for the earth and many of its species, the ones we hope to protect, and the ones we've never met.
The runner out of Clemson. He was kind of the sacrificial lamb, if you will, who jumped out front early, kind of cut the wind for the guys down Coleman Boulevard to kind of help everyone set that pace, break the wind a little bit, and get to the bridge. And then, of course, he and several others dropped off. Here's some more cheers from the fans. We're going to head towards another turn here shortly, and again, when we make that turn, you'll start to hear the crowd pick up. Well, for the 27,500 plus who are going to be making their way over the bridge shortly, another little interesting stat. How many bottles of water do you think are consumed in the bridge run every year? The latest number that we found, 82,000 bottles of water will be consumed here during the bridge run by the runners. So much fun for the community. $35 million will be brought in because of this event. Teeter open up his lead again. Again, a brief turn here on the Wolf Streets, and then we will turn and make not the final stretch, but a big stretch down King Street. And for Shadrach Teeter, it's looking good right now. We saw Athena's Kyoko make a little bit of a run as soon as they got to the base of the bridge, had that big crowd. It seemed like it kind of gave him a little bit of a momentum boost and some adrenaline. And now he's falling back off again by about 6 or 7 strides. And look, you can just see how far the other, I mean, we are talking elite runners.
Vapor Apparel is Charleston's premier sun protection clothing. The most comfortable UPF 50 plus gear for all your summer adventures. Shop now at vaporapparel.com.
It is just a 2-man race. Look at this. There is no one behind them. Just now, you're starting to see the 3rd and 4th place runners turn the corner onto King Street. Just a brutal day for these runners. And you could just see, I mean, it seems like when you watch these runners, you very few times, it seems like, see any type of strain whatsoever on their faces. But right away, I felt like you could see that just in their body, in their mannerisms, just coming up that base of the Ravenel Bridge when they got to that 5.6 grade. And that wind picked up, just roaring right into their face. You could just see the struggle. And obviously it took a toll on most of the elite runners here this morning.
Teeter. Yeah.
See the fans here along King Street. Again, these top two runners in the fluorescent yellow, the Shadrach Teeter out of Kenya. And now, look who's made the charge. I think it is Kyoko. Just moments ago, we were talking about him being 7 or 8 strides back, and now Kyoko, with his crowd urging him on, has taken the lead slightly. As we cross over King and Calhoun, all of a sudden, we've got a race. Teeter now, right off his shoulder, stride for stride. Continue down King Street. Here in just a couple of minutes, we'll make a turn onto Wentworth, then back-up meeting on what could end up being a really good finish. Teeter again has taken about a stride or two lead. Kyoko, for just a moment, was able to get right to his shoulder and then briefly about a stride lead, but now just trailing him. It seems like Kyoko really was able to get a boost from the crowd a couple of times. We'll see if he gets another boost as we head towards Wentworth. There is a big crowd here that these guys are going to run into here in just a moment. And now Kyoko again using the crowd has taken the lead again. A significant lead on Teeter just as we make the turn onto Wentworth. We'll make one more turn onto Meeting Street, headed back up north towards TD Arena, towards the finish line. And right now, it's Kyoko. Back and forth. What a battle between these two runners. And again, look how they've distanced themselves. Nobody behind them.
All right, get ready for a very short
And now about to take their final turn on to Meeting. And we are about ready to hand you off to Scott Eisberg for what could be a huge finish here. Kyoko in the lead by about 5 strides over Shadrach Teeter.
Teeter, look at Kyoko go. He is there in the orange, and it looks like Kyoko is going to win this thing, and Kyoko wins it. What a win for him. What a race. What a tough race it was. All smiles as he crosses, stops his own stopwatch, and why wouldn't he? He just won the Cooper River Bridge Run. How about that?
Describe your race. What was it like? How was the win?
So, the race started very well with a moderate man, and then going up the bridge there was so much wind, and that is where I made my move. And then I had this guy just train me, and that was good for me because we kept pushing the pace and we gapped everybody else. So then with like 400 to go, I knew that I had a kick. So
was that your plan? Was that your plan to kind of stay back and then make the catapult up?
Yeah, my plan was just to stay back, to not get used so much, and then just make the move when it is the right time.
Was the race easier than you thought, given the kick that you had at the end?
The race was harder than I thought.
Why?
Because of the wind.
Was this the best win of your career? Where does it rank as far as the wins in your career?
So this is like my best road race.
That's right. You'll always remember Charleston.
Yeah, I will also remember, and I have some best friends from Charleston Southern who are here cheering me, and I have my previous coaches and the first coach who introduced me to running, which is Coach Mike Kelly is here. So I was so excited to be here with both of them here.
What are you going to do with the money?
Oh, I have so many things to do with money. Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you. All right, you got a winner here in Charleston. What a great race it was. When you talk about two guys going neck and neck, down Meeting Street, that's exactly what you want to get, is those two. Now we wait for the female winner to come and cross. We'll kind of see when that's going to happen when they bring the blue ribbon across again. We know, all right, now the top female finisher is going to win this race and get the check as well and celebrate. Hopefully not lose their lunch on the side of the road. That's always the key for us. But we've probably had about 20 or 25 men finish right now, and they're just making their way down towards Marion Square. That's kind of the game plan for them. And then we're going to wait and see who wins the female one. We're also going to wait and hear from Jeff McCarriger, who's right here. Jeff, it is an honor to be talking to the American voice, the iconic voice of cornhole, who has just moved his game over to running. What did you think? That was wild, huh?
That was amazing, wasn't it? I mean, I'm not sure how much you could see. I don't know if you have a monitor here, but as soon as they hit the base of that bridge and hit that 5.6% grade and the wind was coming at them, oh my gosh, Scott, I mean, that was brutal. We could feel it on the truck. I mean, the wind just blowing us on, on the top of the truck.
Right.
And it was, we kind of talked about that pre-race. Who is going to be the one that's gets out in front and creates that draft?
Right.
And the fact that's exactly what we saw. Yeah, I mean, that was amazing just to watch that.
We're going to go over here and check out the female racers. It looks like we've got number one coming in. Do we have a bib number on her, Jeff? Can you see it?
Yes, Annie Frisbee out of Iowa State University.
Iowa State Cyclone coming in like a cyclone. It's amazing that they all do this. How do you feel right now about winning the Cooper River Bridge Run?
I'm very happy.
How would you describe the race? Was it really difficult? What about the wind?
The wind was so difficult. It was so windy. The wind was very strong. But I'm happy that I made it. I'm very grateful.
Have you run this race before? And if so, what was the experience like versus other races?
I did this race. Congratulations. And I won. And since 2014, I never came back. And this year, I've come back and I won it again. I'm very excited and I'm very much happy.
You've won here before.
Did the experience of that race before running here help you today? And if so, how?
I know it will help me so much because there's a lot of hills, downs, and that will assist me even for the more coming races to get that energy.
All right, so that's Cynthia Limo. She has won it before. She is a second-time winner, Jeff, and now we can talk a little bit more about the race and the race conditions here, because what a wild day it is. I know the headwinds were brutal, but did you get any tailwind at all, or was there no tailwind at all?
No, when they finally came to the base of the bridge and made that turn, the wind died down a little bit, but I don't think there was really much of a help at all. It did seem like Kyoko got some help from the crowd, though, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it seemed like everyone was kind of cheering them down, and when you're neck and neck, oh, we got somebody falling right here. You can tell, Sam, if you want to take a look here, it's just how hard these ladies are running. They just drop to the ground here on Meeting Street, and they always say, keep moving, keep moving. They want you to keep moving. The last thing you want to do is cramp up there on the ground. But, Jeff, when you're running that tough and that hard, it's not easy to keep moving sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, Scott, I couldn't hear what Kyoko said to you and what that was like, but I was mentioning on the truck as we were coming down King Street that, a lot of times they make it look effortless.
Right.
But this time, watching them run, you could see the struggle in their bases. I mean, that had to be tough.
He did say that, in essence, it's like NASCAR. It's drafting, and he was trying to draft. I mean, it's almost like you want to run behind somebody and then get that air, and then boom, you could just kind of zip out like a slingshot like they do in NASCAR. I mean, it's not the same, but in essence, it is kind of the same.
Well, actually, we saw that when they were coming. I think it was when they were coming down the bridge, getting towards the base of that bridge. We saw Kyoko kind of sneak in behind Teeter and do that like you would see in NASCAR. It kind of snuck in behind him and then tried to get some sort of
slingshot engage. And the amazing thing is Kyoko was up there number 3 or something like that. Teeter was well off the page. Did you know anything about him when you were talking about the guy? Because, I mean, he was not a guy that was expected to be up there.
Yeah, I mean, he was mentioned amongst the elite runners, but of the 15 or 20 that we prepared for, his name was there, but we didn't know a lot about him.
It's amazing.
But when we saw him warming up, just his length and his strides, we knew obviously he was going to be good.
Yeah, it's a pretty wild race, and the biggest thing here, the biggest takeaway. What a great day for your hair. You've got some of the best hair in Mount Pleasant. I don't have to worry about the aerodynamics. Great day for Jeff McCarriger to look sun-splashed and wind-beaten.
I'm going to get your cut next
There
week.
you go. My wife does a great job doing that. So it's been a fun one. We're going to send it back to you guys from here at the finish line and then continue to catch up with everybody that is finishing here, and we'll be checking in the rest of the morning from the finish line. Heck of a job to Jeff McCarriger. Watch him doing cornhole on all the ESPN networks all the time. He's done a great job calling a race today, a great 10K race, a slower race, but a very tough one.
I only heard the cue. All right. All right, well, good morning. We are here at Marion Square, Mel and I, and we've been hearing all the cheers. And
I know. We're right next to the stage, so they have been testing the mic since about like 6:30 this morning. They're starting to play some music, and we are like right next to King, so we can see a lot of the elite runners coming through. We actually saw the lead runners.
Yeah, we saw the lead runners. He was like way
I
ahead.
know. Like there was a decent separation between them, which they make it look so effortless.
I know, they're like gliding.
Yeah.
I would have been sweating like passed out.
I know. The good news is that they are fully stocked here. There's like piles and piles of bananas behind us.
No shortage of bananas.
I know. We've got tons of water and oranges, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so there is a boozy drink truck somewhere in here.
I'm sure someone will enjoy that. Right now, we want to go to Tara. She's on top of the bridge, taking a look out there.
Hey guys, we're here on the Ravenel Bridge, and it is full of people. We've seen people sprinting, we've seen people walking. Everyone is, of course, in high spirits. Everyone's cheering, having a good time getting over it. We talked to some women, it was their first time ever doing the race. And then, of course, another woman told us that she's been doing this race for 11 years. Look at this costume, sir. How are you doing it? So definitely a lot of energy, a lot of happiness here. You know, some people start to walk when they get to this part of the bridge because it's really steep. So all right, we're gonna head things over to our Scott. Scott, what's it looking like at the finish line?
All right. I think you're our first kid, Davis. How did that race go?
Bad.
Bad? Dude, you finished in like 35 minutes. What do you mean bad? That looked awesome.
It was windy.
It was windy? Well, you got like the coolest sunglasses to block any type of debris coming your way. Tell me about the shorts. I like the donuts. Are you going to go eat some donuts right now? Because you're not old enough to go to the bar. Are you able to eat donuts?
Sure.
Sure?
Why not?
Hey, you burned a couple calories this morning. Where do you live, bud?
Near Myrtle Beach, Conway, South Carolina.
Oh, you live in Conway. You're a Conway Tiger. Well done. Welcome to Charleston. And, hey, maybe we've got a sister station up in Myrtle Beach, so maybe we'll send the video up there so the girls in school could see you. All right, sounds good. That is Davis. And, man, he smoked the field probably about 37, 38 minutes at the finish line. Not bad at all. I was pretty impressed with that. Let's see what else we've got going on here at the finish line. It's always fun to just see, this is kind of where everyone's showing off their 6-packs and their 8-packs. And we're looking here and saying, man, these people have been practicing for this. I kind of fit in better with the ones later on who didn't exactly practice. But regardless, we've got winners now. Checks are going to be handed out. We're going to send it up to the start line from the finish line.
And the wind has picked up.
And it's the last wave of participants.
Here they come.
Heading out today. This is some joggers, some walkers, some runners. The last wave officially passing right by us now here at the start line. Tessa, what a morning it has been out here.
It really has. And just to see the groups running, see people so excited. You can kind of tell the ones that are doing this for the first time.
Yeah.
I was a little confused earlier because the groups that were running, they had a few people here and there that were walking, and we're saying, I think you might be in the wrong group, but hopefully that didn't impede anybody else who was running and trying to get around them. But it's great to see you saying hi. We're seeing that families are running together, parents are pushing their children in strollers, and I think for the most part, they just want to be part of this.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Why not? 27,000 of your closest new friends here. 27,500, excuse me, of your closest new friends here. And everyone is just in such a good mood. We see people in full military gear, full firefighter gear, some people carrying American flags. It's really just been quite a moment. I've seen some fun t-shirts too. One woman said, it's my 50th birthday.
There you go.
Good morning.
A live fist bump on TV.
A live fist bump. I know another girl, actually, I just saw her shirt. It said, if on the ground, pull across the finish line.
Oh, right.
So
Oh, my gosh,
really
amazing.
Racing this morning,
Absolutely.
having a great time. The dancing has been great. And we know that the elites are done. Racers making their way up that bridge right
and
now.
The person right in the middle of it all as they get to the top of the bridge, our very own Tara Jabor. Let's check in with her right now. Hey, Tara.
Hey guys, that's right. We're here at the top of the bridge and we're here with Common House Aleworks. Guys, you told me, how often do you guys do this and why are you out here today?
We do it several years. We've done it several years. We're just out here to have fun, support Common House and Fleet Feet, get across that bridge.
Yeah, and what are you guys looking forward to most?
Winning the costume contest. And beer.
Guys, do a little turnaround. Let's see the full outfit. Oh yes, we love it. We love it. Guys, thank you so much for doing this. Get over it. All right. So you guys were here on the bridge. Obviously, there are so many people. There are some people running, some people walking, a lot of smiles. That's definitely the best part, is seeing how happy everyone is, just encouraging each other and just being happy. So guys, I want to turn things over now to our Scott Iceberg. Scott, what's it looking like?
All right, welcome back to the finish line. There's our first person with the albuterol inhaler, just making sure those lungs are nice and open. There we go. So we're looking at everybody that's finishing now. One thing I do realize, not realize, but I'm amazed by, is the beard dynamics. There's an amazing beard. Like, these guys are walking around with Forrest Gump beards and then passing through. It's an incredible thing that they are able to just kind of take the wind and glide with it all the way through the finish line. So now we've got some really good finishers. How's it going, pal? Hey, Will, how was the race? How was the race?
Lovely.
By lovely, you mean horrible?
Terrible, yeah. Uphill was tough. Downhill's easy. Just let the legs go. And I think I broke the record today.
You broke your record today?
Oh, yeah.
What was?
I broke everyone's record.
You broke everyone's record. Well, I think there was a guy that finished in about 29
minutes. Me on that, yeah.
Yeah.
I was right behind him. I've been hanging out.
You were drafting off of him.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. So where are you from, bud?
Louisville, Kentucky.
You came all the way from
Louisville? I've lived here for like 3.5 years.
Okay, nice.
But you know, can't claim I'm from here.
I enjoy your bats. I enjoy your sluggers.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice meeting you. Enjoy. You know what? Shaking people's hands is gross today. I just got a handful of sweat on that just now. Let's see what else we've got going on here at the finish line. These are still the elite people. So
that wind was crazy.
Was that wind pretty nuts?
Oh gosh, it was nuts.
Those breathing strips, my wife has told me to wear them if I snore. Do they help you on the bridge?
Yes, they did help me on the bridge.
Really?
Yep.
Like, what do they actually do, the breathing strip?
It just opens up the airways a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
And obviously you're a local with the Strictly Running. Are you? Yeah. What do you think as far as the conditions today, comparatively speaking to other times you've run the bridge?
I mean, the wind was a big factor today. I mean, once you're going up, the bridge is hard enough, but when the wind coming in your face, I mean, it just makes it that much harder. So.
Beautiful. Sounds good. Well, congratulations. You finished it. You got over it. I'm going to. Oh, you want to do a selfie? All right, there we go. All right, tag it. There we go. All right, we're going to send to Mel Orleans down in Marion Square.
All right, guys, we are here at Marion Square, and we've got a runner.
We do. Jason actually just finished the race. Jason, you're from Lexington. Tell us how it went.
It was good. On the bridge, it was a little windy, and then when you got off the bridge, it was a little windier. But then once you got down, it was fine.
Is this I assume this is not your first bridge run?
No, it's probably about my 10th.
Wow. 10 years of running the bridge.
Yeah.
And you don't look like you've just ran a 10K. You just look like you're about to go to work, maybe start your day.
I know. What's the secret?
Consistency and a lot of training. Yeah, and some caffeine.
Yeah. How long did it take you to train?
I trained on and off for the whole year, maybe a couple weeks off.
And I got to ask, how would you rate this in years past? It's breezy, and it's not too warm. I know the breeze is tough when you're on top of that bridge.
Yeah, the weather was okay except for the wind. That probably slowed times down by like 30 seconds to a minute, I'd say. So just windy, but the weather was fine besides that.
And what are your plans for the rest of the day? You going to enjoy the party here in Marion Square?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my wife right now, and then once I do that, yeah, we'll enjoy it with my dog.
Well, congratulations. Thanks so much for chatting with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. You have a good one.
Right. Grab some bananas.
I know. There's so many bananas over there. So much food. Have a good one. We're starting to see people trickle in. We saw the elite runners, of course, finish a couple of, 10, 15 minutes ago, and we're seeing a steady stream of runners down here on Big. So I feel like it's about to become a party.
Now the music is like starting, for sure. No more mic checks. We're like in the swing of things.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Okay, a lot more people since I've turned around in like 5 minutes. People are definitely finishing the race and coming to the party. Okay, well, so they're saying that there's more people trickling in.
Yeah, absolutely.
A meeting street and
we're seeing a decent amount of runners, of course. I know it's, like we said, it's windy, but it's really not that warm out, so I feel like it's decent running weather, but when you're on top of that bridge, it's a totally different story.
I know, even just driving, so imagine your actual body.
I know,
so
I know.
They're doing it, and they don't seem to be winded at all.
The people that we're seeing right now, seasoned pros, people who have done this bridge run many times before. We heard from Jason, he's done it for 10 years. It's become a tradition, and actually, I was talking to a couple people who were in a hotel right next to Marion Square, and they were saying they traveled from afar. We see people come from all across the country, so it really is a true tradition for so many.
It's a great day to be in the low country today.
Yeah.
I know Scott, he's at the finish line. He's probably grabbed some people to talk to, so we're going to toss it over to him.
Hey, welcome back to the finish line. I tell you what, there's always emotional and inspirational stories that happen. You never know what people are running for, who they're running for. And one of those just happened. I just literally happened to run into the brother of our good friend David Ayler, who passed just a couple months ago. I believe he sponsored the race for us, our coverage, a year or two, and we've known him for so many years sponsoring athletes and helping with our Scholar Athlete Award. Just a great friend to the station and to Sports 4, and just saw his brother, and you could tell it was an emotional moment for him finishing. I mean, his brother was so influential in downtown Charleston. He was the life of the party in downtown Charleston. David Ayler was a wonderful guy, so it was certainly nice to see his brother finishing the race. I have no idea if David ran, but man, did he lift weights. He could lift some weights. His upper body always looked good. Let's see who else we've got finishing here as we kind of take a look around the finish line and see what we've got going on. You can tell these people are still sweating. They're pretty elite runners at this point. Remember, it's saying 48 minutes here, but they didn't start 48 minutes ago. They started a little bit after that. Their corral was back a little bit. So these times that they're running are super, super fast times. They're really, really impressive. How are you? And as we look around right now, we'll just take a look at everybody, and you can tell, kind of out of breath, New York Mets fan. How about Mets?
Let's go Mets.
Hey, 161 games left. We'll see what happens as far as the Mets go. Let's go toss to Katie and Tessa at the start line. We'll see you back here at the finish line shortly.
All right, the breakdown has started here at the start line. Balloons are being popped as we speak. Tessa, I don't know, we're live. Should we pop them live?
No popping of balloons. I'm here to protect them. Nope, I feel so sorry for them. They've been up, since this morning, and they've, greeted everybody as they ran under.
Instagram-worthy backdrop for social media this morning. The flag is being folded, trash is being collected. What a fantastic morning.
It has been, and it seems like it went by pretty quickly.
It certainly did, but it's because everyone was so excited. Everyone was so happy to be here. Walkers, runners, joggers still probably making their way over the bridge, and I think our Charleston Clark is probably going to catch up with some of those last waves at the base of the bridge. Hey, Charleston.
Hey, y'all. So we're still at the bottom of the bridge on the Mount Pleasant side. What a swarm of people. I mean, it got overwhelming very quick. Like, you know, we had the light runners first, and then just a swarm of people, and the energy out here. Some of the costumes that I've already seen. We had, and I'm sure Tara and them up on the bridge will see here soon, we had a couple floaties, like, you know, at the car dealerships. So we had one of those. We had some Budweiser beer costumes. Pretty impressive. Some of these people, I like it. But you can see we've still got thousands of people to go. It's just a great energy down here. We don't have too many people waiting on the sidewalk anymore. We actually, it's a shame, there was a family. They are from Belgium. They just moved here, cheering on their dad and husband. It was insane. I was like, wow, the dedication. I respect it. So hopefully, you know, he crosses that finish line. Hopefully everything's all right. But right now I'm going to go ahead and send it back to you guys. We're going to continue to watch these people. Some of these people are making it look way too easy. Will I have to run next year? Okay, no. All right, I'll send it back to you, Katie and Tessa.
It is definitely a party here now. We've got the music blaring, we've got people coming in, and we're starting to see, of course, a lot more runners, not just the elite crowd, the more normal, like my pace runners.
Yeah, your pace, not mine. Yeah, but I really haven't seen anybody who looked like they broke a sweat.
I know. That's the amazing part.
Maybe it's the wind that's just like cooling everybody up.
Yeah.
Because it is very windy out here. But I mean, wind never stopped the party.
Absolutely not. We've got so many snacks here. We've got like piles and piles of bananas, oranges, water. I mean, you name it. We even saw the boozy truck over there because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Speaking of the wind, Tara Jabor is braving that wind up on top of the Ravenel. Tara, how's it going?
Hey guys, that's right. We are all fighting this wind on top of the Ravenel Bridge, but that's really not messing with anyone's spirits. Everyone is still so happy to be out here. Lots of smiles, lots of happy people. Guys, how's it going? So it's going good despite the wind. Guys, how's the bridge run going for you so far?
Okay.
And is this your first year doing it?
No, about our 10th.
Amazing. Good luck. Get over it. So we've really met some very, very nice people. And you know, this I feel like is one of the hardest parts because they're trying to get over the bridge and it's really windy. And so some people are, you know, taking their time and walking. Woo! How's the bridge?
Tell me that shit is live. Tell me it's live.
So lots of happy people. Everyone is celebrating. Hey guys. So, you know, if I was out here right now, I would definitely be walking at this point. Woo! Lots of happy people. All right, we're going to turn things over now to our Scott Eisberg. Scott, how's it going?
What's going on, man?
Yeah. All right. Well, we've done stories before together. What are you doing out here? This is not basketball.
Man, yeah. Starting back playing in Dubai this summer. Just got finished out in the top league in Jamaica, so I'm just out here while I'm off season, just getting some work in. Yeah, man, gotta stay active.
You gotta stay active. Well, congratulations, you got over it today. Well done. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Absolutely, you too. It's funny. Oh my gosh, we found her. All right, funny story. This is hysterical. So last night, my family, we were eating dinner, having a drink or two at the estuary on Johns Island. And we ran into this woman right here from Philadelphia. And she was totally nervous because she arrived here, but her bag with her running gear had not arrived yet. Well, you are apparently wearing running gear. Let's talk. Did you fall? You okay?
Yeah, I fell. It's all good.
It's okay. So let's talk about what happened last night and when did you get your clothes?
I got my bag at 10:30 last night.
and then still had a 45-minute drive to where we were staying.
Oh my gosh.
So I did this on 3 hours sleep, still less than an hour. So
3 hours sleep and a couple of adult beverages last night, and you still made it. You still got over it in you said under an hour. You were well under an hour. So I guess we got to send kudos to the Amtrak workers who got your bags here. Talk about the direction of where your bags went.
So we got on the train Thursday evening in Philadelphia. Then we got off in Charleston, but our bags went to Jacksonville, Florida. So they had to come back to Charleston. And I got to tell you, we walked in there at 10:15 last night, and the two women on duty were like, oh my God, we're so glad you're here. Your bag's going to be here in 15 minutes.
That's awesome.
So shout out to the two women working the night shift last night inside Amtrak Charleston.
All right, final question. I know this is something new to you, this run. I know the conditions don't judge us on our conditions today, but what did you think overall about the conditions of the Cooper River Bridge run?
The run was beautiful. I absolutely loved it, my first time running it. We do a Cooper Bridge in Philadelphia, Camden, New Jersey, where we go over and back. Nothing like this bridge. This bridge was tough, and the crosswinds were even harder. But once I was off the bridge, I was sailing along.
Beautiful. Awesome. My old friend from last night at the estuary on Johns Island. What was your name again?
Moretta Briggs.
Moretta Briggs. From Philadelphia, just ran the Cooper River Bridge run with the clothes she got at like 11 o'clock last night and on 3 hours sleep. Well done. Congratulations. Good to see you. All right. Always a fun story here. Let's head over to Mel and Alyssa in Marion Square.
We are here in Marion Square with Molly, who is originally from Wisconsin, now lives here in Charleston. Molly, tell us how the run was.
It was really great. I ran last year, so like it was a lot warmer, but like the wind was nice. Anyways, my legs were burning the whole time. Like the uphill, I felt really strong going on the uphill, but then I almost paid for it when I went downtown. But it was good. I still had a good kick at the end, and I was still going like a 7:15, 7:20, like the last couple miles. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. We were talking to you a little bit earlier, and you were saying when you're at the top of the bridge, it was so windy that you were feeling like sand or salt hitting your face. Tell me what that was like.
It was weird because like I go to the beach sometimes, but like I don't really feel sand slapping my face when I run. But yeah, it was that windy. It might have been salt water. I don't know.
Whatever it wasn't comfortable.
It was weird. It was just like, oh, okay.
I mean, we did it. It's over. So what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna enjoy the party?
Oh my gosh, I'm totally going to brunch. We like planned that beforehand, so we don't have to think about it later. But yeah, it was super fun, and I have like the highest runner's high right now because like I know I gave it my best. I know I gave it my all. But yeah, it was so fun. I love it.
What was it like, kind of like being around all the other runners when you're running down the road? You have so many people cheering you on. It helps that high.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really fun. Like when you see people at the start and like you see like the back of their shirt and like different designs on it, and then like it's the last mile and you see that same shirt, you're like, yes, I'm doing good. We're all doing this together. It's like we all made it up, we all made it down, and I love running so much because it's a great equalizer for everybody because we're all going through the same pain, we're all going through the same thing. So like nobody's judging anybody, and it's just the most beautiful sport in the world. And yeah, I just love it so much.
I love that. That's amazing. A perfect reason to run. Molly, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Congratulations, and thanks so much for talking to us.
Have fun. All right. Well, we want to send it over to Charleston right now. We're going to continue to talk to some more runners a little bit later.
All right, we're still down here. You can see behind me, how are you feeling out here? Tired. He said tired, as you should be. Because, hello, you're running all of this. Look at these people. How are we feeling, y'all? I was really afraid that this mic would not pick that up. These people have the energy today. And you know what? I can hear the program feed through my earbuds, right? And every person that Scott and them have talked to sound like they're having no problem at all running this. Major props, because I could never do all this. That's a lot, and especially it's starting to get a little warm. I'm gonna have to ditch the jacket here in a second, but these people are doing fantastic out here today. They're really bringing the energy. There we go. Sorry, I'm screaming in everybody's ear right now. But yeah, we've got lots of people. Still have got thousands more coming this way. Here we go. How are we feeling? Great! That one just blew out your eardrums. Sorry. All right, I'm going to go ahead and send it, I think, to Scotty out there right now. How's the energy looking out there right now?
Hey, how are you guys? Good to hear from you, Charleston. Just ran into a guy who lived in my freshman dorm 22 years ago. Dawn from Greenville joining us now. You said you've done it 25 times, and this was the worst?
This was definitely the windiest bridge ever. All the numbers were like flapping and making noise all across the bridge. I had to take my head down. It was the hardest one I've ever had.
And I mean, typically in Greenville, you run in relatively tough conditions. It's kind of hilly and it can be windy. Does that prepare you at all for the hill of running up the bridge?
I think so, but it was just so windy. It was coming from the side, and it felt like it was just in your face, like coming like right there. So I've done 25 years. This was definitely the hardest.
Does this make you want to come back for 26 or no?
Oh, I'm going for 30.
You're going for 30? 30, you're done. There.
I don't know. We'll see.
All right, sounds good. Well, nice talking to you, Dunn. We're going to toss to Tara Jabor now on top of the Ravenel Bridge.
Hey guys, that's right. We're here on the top of the bridge. We've seen all kinds of fun costumes. Everyone's smiling. We got these costumes behind us. These people dressed up. She's from Charleston. He's from Charlotte. Sir, tell us a little bit about this outfit.
Oh, she told me that people dress up for this, and yeah, so I did, and that's why I came. But it's really early, but we did it, and yeah, we're together.
Yeah. And ma'am, tell us about this outfit.
I'm a child of the 80s. I love it. Yeah, I'm bringing it back, Jane Fonda style.
And tell me about your guys' game plan for this race.
To get to the end. Yeah, that's it. I didn't know if we could, but we will, and yeah, we're halfway there.
We got it. We're halfway there.
Yeah, you guys are totally gonna.
Bon Jovi.
You guys are totally gonna get over it. And what are you guys looking forward to most?
Beers at the end, yeah, or not beers, but ciders, champagne, wine, something like it. Yeah.
Something good.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I know you guys are well on your way. Thank you guys. All right, you too. And so we've just seen a lot of happy faces, a lot of people just excited. Woo!
We are having a great time.
Amazing. And is this your first bridge run, or do you do this all the time?
Number 5.
Oh, wow. Amazing. Congratulations. Bye.
Shout out to South Carolina State University.
Woo! So just lots of people are happy. They're running. This lady's with her son. She's on a move. It's really just a good environment out here. It's very upbeat. We have good music. Hey, sir, how are you?
Doing good.
And is this your first bridge run or what?
Yeah, this is my first bridge run.
And what are you looking forward to most about this run?
I'm looking forward to walking it.
Yeah, and is this your mom?
Yeah, this is my mom.
Oh, amazing. Mom, how's it going for you so far?
It's going really well. It's fun.
And do you like to run, or are you kind of just going on a walk?
I'm kind of a mixed run-walk thing, but my husband, his dad, is running it, so he was in Group C. He's way up ahead.
Gotcha.
And his sister's a runner, but she couldn't make it this time. So.
Yeah, she couldn't make it.
Okay, well, I'd definitely be walking if I was out here, too, for sure. Thank you guys so much. It was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, too.
Yeah, and have a good run. Bye, guys. Hey, we got Mayor. Hey, guys, we have 2 mayors with us. We, of course, have Mount Pleasant Mayor Will Haney, John Tecklenburg. Guys, how is it going? What is it like being out here?
We're getting over it together, Mount Pleasant and Charleston.
We're still in Mount Pleasant, and we're headed to Charleston, so we'll get there. But look at this crowd. Great day. And we just want, Mayor Tecklenburg and I want to thank all the people that made this happen. All the security, all the public services.
That's right.
All the volunteers. Couldn't happen without a team effort.
Yeah, and what's each of your guys' favorite part about this race every year?
It's so much fun, and it emphasizes health and wellness in our community. We love to have the visitors, but so many locals like to participate with their families. And if you're not getting over it today, just get out and do some exercise, have some fun.
Yeah, and Mayor, what about you?
Same thing at the starting line, and Mayor Tecklenburg joined. First time we know that a Mayor Charleston's been at the start. To see all 27,000 people standing there eager to do this, that's a moment I never forget. It gives me chills.
They just couldn't wait to get to the city of Charleston.
That's right. We're sending, I told John I'm going to walk over with 27,000 of my closest friends, and we're going to Charleston.
So what's going to happen when you guys get to the Charleston side?
What's that?
I said, what's going to happen when you guys get over to the Charleston side?
It's going to be a little bit of a party there this afternoon.
Party,
We're gonna have some fun,
absolutely.
but continue to be fit and well.
I love it. Thank you guys so much. I know you'll get over it, no doubt. It was good to see you both. Thank you so much. What a coincidence, guys. We just ran into both the mayor of Mount Pleasant and the mayor, of course, of Charleston. I want to turn it back over to you guys now. How's it looking at Marion Square, Mel and Alyssa?
All right. Well, guys, we are back here at Marion Square, and we've got another runner. Every time I turn around, I feel like 100 more people come into the park here.
I know.
But John, you just told us you finished, and how did it feel?
Oh, I felt fantastic. A little bit of a headwind coming over, but otherwise just great to be out there. So.
Is this your first race?
No, I've done probably 6 or 7 of them here. So.
How does this compare to years past? Because we just talked to a woman who said she could feel salt slapping her face when she got to the top.
Yeah, I mean, the wind with humidity coming across, you can feel yourself just kind of fading across the bridge. But it's a lot better than the freezing cold of the years past. So I'll take it.
What are your plans for the rest of the day?
Sit back, relax. Enjoy a little bit of sunshine before we get that bad weather later on. So.
I know we really lucked out with the rain holding off, Mother Nature holding off, at least through the morning hour.
Absolutely, with the wind, I'll take that way over that storm that's coming later on today. So I think we were pretty much blessed with what we had today. So,
Congratulations on another successful bridge run, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good one. It's definitely a party here. It started to pick up so much in the past 45 minutes, I would say. We're going to go to Scott right now at the finish line. He's getting all of those accomplished runners coming across. Scott, how's it going?
All right, welcome back to the finish line. We're going to take a walk around, and Sam, let's go see who we see and find who we can find. Hello. We're just kind of meandering our way through here. A couple of kids are, hey, how are you? A couple of kids are running it. Hey, how are you, pal? Nice to see you, Rob. How are you?
How are you doing?
Rob, where are you from?
From Atlanta.
Came for the race?
Yeah, we come every year.
What did you think?
Oh, it was awesome. We come every year we come here. It's always a blast. We always rent a house downtown, and we love this race.
Oh, nice and convenient. You don't have to take the buses. You just walk over here, and now you're done. Bars and then house, correct?
Exactly. It's the same rotation every year.
There
right?
you go.
That's
Beautiful.
right.
Go enjoy some brunch this morning. Everybody is here and enjoying the race. Actually, I see Chief Luther Reynolds is here, the Charleston Police Chief. Let's go see. Chief, how are you? You got a quick second? What do you think about it? Is this one of those things that just makes Charleston special when you're down here watching it?
Absolutely. It's like electric. You can't help but just be pumped up and watching the people here. And it's so exciting. It's so positive. There's so many different groups. So people walking by from New York City and different runner clubs, and it seems like we had perfect weather today. A little bit of wind, I think, on the bridge, but everybody's done so well, and it's just exciting to see everybody come together like this.
I remember last year, I think you were just coming out of your recovery, and you were here. You made it here, and it was a big deal that you were here at the finish line. Is it still just as special?
Absolutely. I thank God every day just to be alive. But to be a part of this that is so special, all of our kind of agencies from around the state come together. There's a lot of people here helping us out in making this event possible, like a real team of teams. And it's just so exciting to see the media out here for such a positive event. It's just amazing. The diversity, the different levels of runners. There's young kids, you got the wheelchair racers, you got people walking with their kids in strollers. I look around and it really excites me and it pumps me up, and just to be a part of something so positive. And it's a great reflection on our city, the city of Charleston. I think when you come here, you just fall in love with Charleston. And so a lot of the people here are return runners, people from all over the country, other countries. And to see how competitive the big beginning finishers are, it's just amazing to me. I was a runner for a lot of my life, and I just can't even fathom being that fast and coming across with the one thing that I see in common, everybody's got a smile on their face. And just having a good time.
That's awesome. Good to see you, Chief. Thanks so much for jumping on. Chief Luther Reynolds from Charleston, and he is looking good here at the finish line, good, healthy, and enjoying our city. That'll do it from here at the finish line. We'll see you back here shortly.
Hey guys, we are here with 40+ Double Dutch on the Ravenel Bridge. These ladies are from Georgetown, South Carolina. They are also from North Carolina, Charlotte. Woo, look at this. So they always are here. They're here on the top of the bridge doing a double Dutch. Here we go, they're about to go in right now. Look at this skill. Absolutely incredible. These ladies are fast. I don't know how they do it. That was amazing, guys. Thank you so much. 40+ double Dutch on top of the Ravenel Bridge. Now I want to turn things over to Mel and Alyssa, who are, of course, at Marion Square, the finish line. Guys, actually, we're going to go to break real quick. We'll go to break, and then we'll come back.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
It is a total party down here at Marion Square. We've got Eugene, Oliver, and Christian, right? Y'all just finished. Tell me how it went.
It was good. So on the bridge, it was super windy this year compared to last year. Definitely added some time up there, but finished strong in the end.
Yeah, it was pretty windy at the top, but, you know, second bridge run, so glad to be back in Charleston.
Do you feel like this year was better than last year? I know this was your first year doing the bridge run, right?
Correct. This is my first year. Great experience. Love it. It was a little bit slower than I was expecting, but, you know, can't complain.
I got put in a very fast heat this year and went out way faster than I expected and paid for it in the end.
That sometimes can be the problem.
So what was your favorite part of the race?
Just the energy in the air, all the people out there. It's a great event. Happy to be here. Definitely crossing the finish line and knowing that, you know, now I can go enjoy my Saturday.
I was going to say, I was asking y'all about plans, and you've got a pretty busy day.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to hang out on King Street, visit some bars, and hopefully not pass out.
Congratulations on finishing, guys. Y'all look great. You look like you barely broke a sweat. I know.
Like you're starting the race.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much. All right, let's send it over to, I believe, Charleston.
Yeah, Charleston.
All right. Yes, we finally ventured out into the middle of the road. I don't think we can get run over by anybody. We're reaching the end. All right, we're snagging you guys. Come here, ladies. I know. We're walking a little bit. Ladies, how are we today?
We're great. How are you? Good morning.
What are you guys' names?
I'm Tony.
Tony?
I'm Catherine.
All right, is this your guys' first bridge run?
Fourth.
Yes,
ma'am.
My ninth. Are you guys?
We live here. Yes.
Good for her, right?
So, what's your guys' favorite part about running in this run?
We're walking.
We're
Like,
walking.
look at us, we're at the end. The energy is awesome. We love all the people. It's just such a fabulous day to be on the bridge.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you guys from here?
Not originally, but 9 years. So, yeah.
Right. That's a good start.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll let you guys get back to it.
Thank you. Hi, baby. Hi, Cash. Love you.
So you can see that, you know, we've got the very end of people now. Just a couple more people. They're going to get over it. It's not going to be long. But we've got that whole swarm still. The energy is still picking up a lot of energy. She's looking for the bridge. You got a little bit. Oops. All right. And we've got some other wonderful women here. We've got a lot of great people.
Yes, you can still walk with your cane. Yes, get out here.
You can still walk with your cane, y'all. All right. I'll go ahead and send it, I think, over to Scott's, I think.
Patricia Daly from Greer. Bradley Smith from right here in Mount Pleasant.
All right, welcome back to the finish line this is selfie time. Everyone is getting their selfies now at the finish line. She's got the selfie. I've seen about 8 selfies. How was your selfie?
Excellent.
Was it a good selfie?
Yes. Labored breathing selfie.
A labored breathing selfie. And the subject of the selfie was wonderful. How was the race?
It was, last year I fell, so I redeemed myself.
Last year you fell. Falling is good. You didn't fall off the bridge, correct? You fell on the bridge.
On the bridge, and then I finished.
And then, but all healed, all good, and you made it on 2 feet today.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Where are you from?
Guyton, Georgia. Guyton, Georgia.
Guyton, Georgia. Well, welcome to Charleston. Enjoy your day down here. That selfie will be posted soon. All right, let's take a look. We got College of Charleston cross-country runners.
Yeah, my roommate.
Your roommate. Oh, he stole his shirt from the laundry. He stole his shirt. Now he got it all sweaty. Let's see who else we got here as we walk through the crowd. Guys, how are you? I'm assuming twins?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
14.
Well, the big question, which one of you guys won?
We got right next to each other.
You literally arm in arm?
Linked, yeah.
The whole thing arm in arm?
No, not the whole thing. Towards like mile 4, 2 miles.
Who's the better looking twin?
You got over it. You did it.
Oh, there you go. All right, nicely done, guys. How are you? Right, nice to meet you.
Cooper's my last name.
Right. Yeah, oh, you crossed your Cooper. You crossed the Cooper. I like that. Fantastic. All right, let's see who else we got in here. We got Team Harris Teeter. We're off to the Teeter. Any good sales today?
It was awesome.
I don't think you heard my question there. Sir, you did it, and you know, I've got 2 kids. I know all about Baby Shark here. What do you got in your little ammo pack here?
Got extra water, got a battery for my phone, and I think that's it.
And you've run Chicago, I see?
I did.
That's 11 years ago. It's a long time ago.
Long time ago, a lot of miles.
How do you think this one compares to other races across the country?
I love it. I have family here in town, so we come every year and do it. This is year number 8, I think it is.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Well, welcome to town. I like your getup. Good little running outfit. That's very good. Good stuff. All right. We're going to leave the finish line right now and toss it off to you guys.
All right. Guys, we got another runner. Another person who looks like they did not run the 10K.
I know.
I don't know. What's the secret?
Just trying it every day, just doing something hard every morning, and just enjoying it. I mean, when it's fun, it's not like you're working at all.
And Ian, you are from New Jersey. Do you live here in Charleston, or you're just here visiting?
I'm stationed in Camp Lejeune, so I drove a couple hours to come down here, hang out, enjoy time. I got my girlfriend here too, so it's a great time. I think running is great. It's like people got their morning coffee, and it helps them get through the day of running and doing something hard in the morning. That helps me get through the day.
Well, we thank you for your service. What was it like running over the top of the bridge with the wind hitting you?
I don't want to talk about that. That was a rough moment. I was trying to do like
Did it slow you down a little bit?
Yeah, you ever watch like Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights? It's like you're trying to slipstream everybody and slingshot, you know? So I was trying my best, but the wind was just taking it over. But it was good. You get over the top and it's all downhill from here.
I gotta say, your hair survived though. Looks great. You got a nice flow there.
I got my friends over there that help me out. Keep me honest.
Well, congratulations on a successful run. We hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You guys too. I appreciate it.
Have a nice day. Thanks.
Have a good one.
All right. We're going to go to a short break, and we'll be right back with some more coverage of the 46th Annual River Bridge Run.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
Hey guys, we're here on top of the Ravenel Bridge, of course, for the bridge run. I'm here with Al and Kayla. Guys, tell us a little bit how the race is going for you so far.
It's a lot of fun.
Going great, having a great time. Great time.
Yeah.
And who are you guys all here with today?
Well, family and friends, basically. There's about 6 of us, so we're having a good time just walking up the bridge.
Yeah. Good conversation. Good to see everybody.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a family gathering and a little race.
Everybody came in for the weekend. He brought his camper. It's in our driveway. It's so fun.
That is amazing, guys. Thank you so much. I know you guys will be able to get over it for sure. Thank you, guys. Have a great race. All right, now we're going to head things over to our Charleston Clark. Charleston, how's it looking over there?
It's quiet again. It's so weird how you start off with it being so quiet, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Then you've got over 27,000 people walking past you. And now we just a lot to clean up around here, which is great news. So it's
Welcome back to the official Cooper River. Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
Welcome back. We are coming to you live from Marion Square, and
was very windy today, wicked windy.
Which one this year? I was 2-0 going in, but nope, they beat me this year.
This is your third year running. How does it compare to years past?
Bridge won this year. That's all I got to say on that one.
It was very windy, but it felt good coming down. I love that you guys traveled here as a group. What's it like, kind of the camaraderie, coming here with a bunch of people, coming to Charleston? Of course, it's got to be a blast.
Well, we're part of the Crank Arm Run Club in Raleigh, North Carolina, so this is our third year coming down here, and it's just amazing to have a great group of people and just have a good weekend. So, time to enjoy some Diet Millers.
There you go, there you go.
I have a feeling that the run did not take all of your energy. You guys are like super excited, like you're not like tired at all.
It's the post-party and the atmosphere, you know, 30,000 plus people at this race. It's crazy, you know. Let's go. I mean, yeah, when Motown's on, you gotta always be swinging around, you know.
So what are your plans after the race? Like, are you gonna stay here all day?
Yeah, we're gonna hang out in town. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Charleston is beautiful. It's for everyone. So we're so excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, we hope you guys have a blast. Thank you so much. Congratulations. You guys look fantastic for running a 10K. Fantastic. Go have fun. All right, let's send it over to Trooper Bob. Trooper Bob, what's going on?
All right, here's a look at Meeting Street at the bottom of the ramp as folks make that left-hand turn onto Meeting and to make their way towards the finish line. This is about an hour and 10 minutes after the elite runners came through this area. So you can see still a great crowd coming through here. I've seen the Ukrainian flag. I've seen the American flag being walked through here, ran through here. Also some costumes. Just some nice folks. Everyone's coming up to the barricades, also taking pictures, cheering everyone on. It's just a good event, community event. Also down here we have a DJ that's been playing music over the last good hour and a half, and a water station right here too. So I see a lot more people walking as of right now than running. So I don't know if this is the walkers or this is you know, close to the 4-mile mark anyway. So cause some people to walk. But in good old low country fashion, there's a restaurant worker came out here with some oysters on ice, and a trooper took an oyster shooter here a couple minutes ago in good low country fashion. So everyone's doing good down here. I'll send it back to you guys from Meeting Street.
Wait. Coming to you from Marion Square. We're catching up with the runners. We've got Grant and Thomas here. What do you guys think of this year's bridge run?
Conditions were great. The track was fast. Couldn't have been any better.
Yeah, it was an absolutely beautiful morning.
You have family here. Is this your first bridge run, or is this something you guys continue to come back to do every year?
So this is my first bridge run, first 10K. I'm like not a runner at all.
That's awesome.
I did it under 55, so I'm proud of that.
Hey, that's awesome. That is a great time for somebody first 10K, and then to go up that big hill, that big bridge. I mean, that's tough. That's not easy.
It's intimidating, for sure. Yeah.
What are y'all's plans the rest of the day?
A whole lot of drinking.
That sounds like hydrate. Make sure you hydrate, pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's right.
Okay. How long are you going to sleep after this?
Probably like a solid 12 hours. But like I said, I got some drinking to do first.
Go for it. Release you free.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. Scott Eisberg catching up with finishers like these guys. Let's send it over to Scott.
What a cool moment that was. Guys, if you have a quick second, what are you running for? Obviously for America, but anything specific?
Yeah, I recently saw like a poll or study opinion piece recently rating America's patriotism nosediving. So it just kind of made me, you know, feel like I need to do something. It's like not in my watch, so I wanted to carry our nation's colors and try and take a piece of that with me, so pretty much.
That was pretty cool. The guy, you know, obviously appreciated what you were doing and took a selfie with you. I thought that was a super nice moment. Yeah. Has it happened like before that today?
Yeah, all along the route, everybody was encouraging, not only me, but the flag to make it keep going forward. I've done this with a team a while ago with the DC Marathon, so it takes a team.
Awesome. Congratulations. You got over it, Sean. Thanks for doing that. Oh, we got a baby. We got a sleeping baby. A sleeping. Uh-oh. Hey, can I get your Uncrustable? Could I get your Uncrustable? Oh, I woke her up. I'm sorry. But that Uncrustable, it's a grape one. Those are, they only have strawberry at the store all the time. I run into this issue a lot.
Can you say hi, Charlotte?
Could you say hi, Charlotte? Hi. How old are you? Are you 1? What?
How old are you?
2. Nice. Charlotte's got the iPad and a naked doll. That's kind of the way you got to do the bridge run. Good job. Congratulations. You got over it. Hey, how are you guys? All right, let's take a look. Hello, ladies. Where are we off to now? The bars?
Yeah, they do.
Like mimosas and brunch?
Yeah, or like Corona Lights, you know.
Corona Lights?
Yeah. I think that's what we're doing. I don't know about all the carbonation. You know.
Oh, I think the carb loads before, but that's all good. You got to replenish the carbs. You got to replenish the carbs.
Where should we go?
Where should you go? I don't know. You can go down to like the alley, or that's kind of a cool spot. Or I'm not very cool. I'm 40 now. My bar scene is about 17 years ago. I'm not very good with the bar. You're a teacher, then?
Yeah, like somewhere cheap, you know.
Or somewhere that your students are not.
Yeah.
Where do you teach? Where do you teach?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Oh, okay. Zip.
If I'm like talking about bars, I don't want to be like, yeah, I teach here.
All right, well, good job. Go enjoy the day. Have a good one, guys. All right, let's take a look. We got a nice selfie. Are we on Facebook Live? Are we live in here?
We live.
How about we go Facebook Live on live TV? Because you're on live TV. Hey, what's up, guys? We did it. You got over it. How was it?
Hey, man. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Where did you come in from?
Lawrence, South Carolina.
Oh, Lawrence, very cool. Well, welcome to town. A Lawrence Raider. I believe the Lawrence District 55 Raiders. Man, we got your Gamecock. Tough night for the Gamecocks last night. Tough night.
Kudos to Iowa. They played a great game.
They were really good, huh?
Gamecocks have the best record in the nation. They'll finish that way. Go
there you go. Got a Dawn Staley supporter here at the finish line. Who else we got? Oh! We had a loogie there at the finish line as well. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Hello? Hello? What are we running for today?
For my family.
Running for your family?
Just my mom's in town.
Oh, cool.
We all ran
what
together.
What are we supposed to be voting for?
No, running for, not vote. I don't care who you vote for.
Ourselves. We're Team Squishy.
Team Squishy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys. Oh, and this is even a local brew. We got the Common House Ale. Do you guys just consume Common House? Do you work there? What's the tie? You're the brewer. So, can we talk about samples or, maybe getting some freebies? I have a fridge in my garage. I'd be more than happy.
Come on down to the brewery. We're having a big party at 4 o'clock, so come on down.
And that's up in Park Circle. What do we got brewing these days? What's kind of the best brew?
I mean, we got all sorts of stuff. We got IPAs, lagers, sours, fruited stuff. Really got something for everyone. So we hope to see you down there.
So what are you guys doing? You're just running the track and then just trying to elbow anyone that's drinking Miller Lite or Bud Light or something like that?
Yeah.
Get rid of the corporate beers and drink the Common Houses from North Charleston. Well done, guys. Congratulations on finishing the Cooper River Bridge Run. What else do we got here? This is where the people get fun. Hey, guy, how are you? Easley Green Wave. There you go.
You from Easley?
No, but I've been to Easley many times. There you from Pickens? Aren't they the Blue Flame?
Yes, sir, they are.
There you go. Well, congratulations. Welcome to Charleston. How are you, bud?
How you doing? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody gets out this morning and be active, right? You don't want to lay around your house all day. Go out there, do something.
There you go.
Let's go.
You don't want to lay around your house all day, although I'll probably go back and lay down after this because I'm kind of tired right now. Everyone finishing, big smiles on the faces. That's the best part, is the smiles on the faces after this one. That's a heck of a smile on the face. How did you get the makeup to stay on?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who did your hair this morning?
Myself.
Yourself? Well done, man. Where do you go to school?
Porter Goud.
You go to Porter Goud. Go Cyclones. There you go. Nice. Have a good one. Boy, everybody enjoying the day.
Hour and 3 minutes to finish the race, man. Hour and 3 minutes.
There you go. Flexing on that one. I'll take a flex on that one. Who else do we got going on here? Everyone's getting their selfies, their smiles. Hello, how are you guys? And the cool thing about the Cooper River Bridge Run is that every one of these people is doing it for a different reason. There are so many stories out here, and everyone has a story. It may seem small to you, but it's big for them. They got up on a Saturday morning and ran across the Cooper. Hey, what's going on? My neighbor is here. That's what happens. A lot of people from my neighborhood were apparently up early this morning. So we're going to send it to break, and we'll see you again from the finish line here downtown.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
We are here with Dana from Harris Teeter, and Harris Teeter has been in partnership with the Cooper River Bridge Run for the past 6 years. This is months of preparation.
Months of preparation, hundreds and hundreds of hours behind the scenes lead up to this. Just for this event alone, from Wednesday to Saturday, our Harris Teeter volunteers, as we like to call them, give 600 hours of volunteer time. This iconic event means so much to Harris Teeter, and we're so glad to be a part of it.
That's amazing. Alyssa and I have been staring at the bananas and the oranges. I mean, there's mounds of them.
And it never goes away.
I know.
They're just like replenished like immediately. How many bananas are there?
Well, Harris Teeter knows food, Harris Teeter loves food, and we are in food with love. There are about 14,000 bananas here, 65,000 bottles of water that we've sent, another 9,000 apples. We also sent muffins, so we know food, we love food, we're in food with love, and we're so happy to be able to fuel up the runners as they cross that finish line.
This is one of the largest 10Ks in the country. I think the third largest 10K in the country. So this is like a well-oiled machine getting ready for something like this. Would you say this is like one of Harris Teeter's biggest in philanthropic partnerships in terms of running and any type of exercise event?
This is definitely one of Harris Teeter's premier partnerships. Harris Teeter's purpose is to enrich lives, one meal, one family, one associate, one community at a time. And the way we live that purpose is by partnering with organizations like Cooper River Bridge Run. And it absolutely is so important to Charleston, but also to Harris Teeter. The Bridge Run is in its 46th year. Harris Teeter is in its 46th year of serving the Low Country. So a nice synergy there.
Awesome. I'm impressed though, like Alyssa said, I mean the bananas, the apples, the oranges, they never run out. So you guys are doing a great job. Thank you, Dana, so much for talking to us.
Thanks so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right. And now I think we're going to send it over to Scott Eisberg, who's at the finish line getting some more interviews.
All right, so we just ran in. Well, we were in. I believe we were in a commercial break, but ran into former NC State and Boston College head football coach Tom O'Brien. I'll show you the pictures. I took pictures of Tom O'Brien finishing because, we were in commercial and I couldn't show you live, and they tell you to keep moving. But there's longtime college football coach Tom O'Brien finishing the Cooper River Bridge Run in about an hour and 42 minutes. So congratulations to him. He is an Isle of Palms resident, so needless to say, he didn't travel very far for it. Hi guys, how are you? We got who is Babu?
Gabu is my grandma.
Oh, your grandma. That's awesome.
She's a survivor.
She's a survivor of breast cancer?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Does she know you're running for her today?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's more of us coming.
How many everyone came together?
There's five of us. Six.
Where did y'all come from?
North Carolina.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I'm so happy for Gabu to come through on the other side. That's awesome. Hey, guys, how are you? Always fun as we look to see who we see. People wearing it on their sleeves, if you will. How are you?
Well,
you good? How was the race?
Oh, it's good.
It was good?
Hard, but good.
Hard is good. Hey, makes you feel better afterwards. There you go. Helps the old ticker going. As we look through the crowd now, we're at about an hour and 46 minutes. But again, these people didn't start an hour and 46 minutes ago because they were back in the corrals. We got some Clemson Tigers that are waving, a bunch of selfie guys. This guy ran with a heck of a pack. What do you got in the backpack, sir? That is a heavy-looking bag you got.
30 pounds.
You ran this thing with 30 pounds on your back? Why?
Because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that makes two of us, and I didn't even run the thing. Congratulations. Sir, I like the beard dynamics. How do they work on the bridge?
Hey, blue, beside me. Look like Yosemite Sam.
Is that how it went?
Yeah,
all right.
Yosemite Sam.
All right, but did it feel good?
No worries. Feel good, ain't it? No good.
There
all
you go.
Good.
You got to put the lotion or the oil on it. Make it good. There you go. Hey, how are you guys?
Good.
Congratulations on finishing the Cooper River Bridge Run. Everybody has a different story. Everybody has a different reason. Uh-oh. Do we have brides? Who's the bride? Uh-oh. Where's the bachelorette party going?
We're going to Dashi after this for lunch.
Ooh, Dashi, that's a different one. You don't hear Dashi. Very, very good. So you're heading up to the north area. The Common House Brewers from Park Circle are like right in front of you. You might be able to catch them and grab some free beer.
Yeah,
More important, when's the wedding? Where's the wedding?
May 28th at the Goldbug, right there by the
Goldbug Island. Sure, very cool. Congratulations. Where's the groom?
He's probably fishing.
Fishing? Oh, I thought you were going to say you smoked him over the bridge. Awesome. Well, enjoy the day and congratulations on the upcoming nuptials here at the finish line of the Cooper River Bridge. I see tears. Are these happy tears? Happy tears. Oh, we have happy tears. Oh, why are the happy tears?
Just never thought I'd ever do this. First one ever.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Roanoke, Virginia.
Roanoke, Virginia, and you made it down with happy tears. How did you kind of like decide this is going to be the one I want to run first?
The bridge. We love Charleston.
We love Charleston.
We love it here. We just had to do it.
Very cool. Congratulations. And try those happy tears as you walk down to Marion Square to celebrate with the other 30 or so thousand people. I actually talked to somebody from the bridge run earlier. He thought they were going to go well over 30,000 with the walk-ups yesterday and the late signees. So that's kind of a... Oh, former morning anchor Erin Colgan is joining us now.
Without makeup, thank you.
Without makeup, people want to see the natural beauty. They don't want to see anything else.
Why are you not running it?
Because my makeup would run.
Somebody's got to work.
There you go. Somebody's got to do it. Good to see you, Erin Colgan, former morning anchor who happens to also live in my neighborhood. So good to see her running. Everyone's having a good time as they cross and finish and head to Marion Square for the party that is continuing to go, and it will continue to go until mid-afternoon here at the finish line. These people have worked for their party, and they are going to go enjoy their party. Hello, who do we got here? Refinery Athletics. It's cool that a lot of gyms work out together. People work out and get ready. Are we taking pictures of me? I charge for those. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. As we, another baby. What do we got? Italian Stallion Heat Run. All right, just explain it real quick.
So, that's all her. That's all her.
What?
The Italian style.
The way he says Italian is Italian.
Okay.
So like.
Sir, have you ever seen Rocky?
Yes.
He is the Italian stallion, not the Italian right?
Italian Stallion, yeah. Exactly. And he beat Drago. That's all that matters. He beat Drago. There you go. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. We'll send it back to you guys from the finish line and hope to see you again before we go off the air. We'll see. We got about 10 minutes left.
Welcome back to the official Cooper River Bridge Run live show on News 4. Sponsored in part by Harris Teeter, Benefit Focus, Gildan, and Vapor Apparel.
Welcome back. We're live from Marion Square. We've got Lee and Lisa who just finished. You guys look absolutely fantastic. I love your costumes.
Thank you.
Tell me what it was like going over the bridge.
It was magical. I mean, there's no way to describe. You got to do it. It's so worth it.
It's super.
What kind of reaction did you guys get? I'm sure people were looking at your costumes and they loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of hooping and
A lot of
hollering.
support the whole way from everyone. Yeah.
And big support from Amy and Chris Minkle from Fleet Feet. They got us into running, and we just thanks to them for this.
Oh, that's amazing. So are you guys feeling energized after the race?
We are. Now we're going to meet up with Orange Theory over at Taco Boy.
It's nice to not be running anymore.
And we were just talking, you guys moved from Ann Arbor down to Mount Pleasant. What's it been like just being here in the Low Country and being around these great group of people after finishing, I don't know, just such a fun event? You know, this is 46 years of this. It's great to be part of this tradition.
Definitely is. It's much warmer. Great place to be.
Great community. Everybody's really welcoming. People from all over. We were talking to people from Australia, Charlotte. I mean, people come in from all over to participate in this and just enjoy the city.
All right. So Lee and Lisa, thank you guys so much, and congratulations on a great year.
Thank you so much.
All right, have a nice day. All right, we want to send it over to Scott Eisberg, who is again at the finish line.
All right, welcome back. Our final trip to the finish line. We got a great one right here, Sam. Let's go over there. This sir, he just passed gas and he passed me, which is true. Almost 80 years old, sir?
I'm within 2 months.
But in 2 months, and you still ran it.
Yes.
How were the conditions and how fun was it? And who do you have on your side here?
My granddaughter Kate Stubitz is 12.
First race.
My daughter Kirsten Howard. She and I have, and her husband have done it for 12 years in a row.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on getting over it. What a great story. Everybody here has a story, and what a great moment this is for the city of Charleston year after year. 46 of these Cooper River Bridge runs. I can tell you this is number 17 for me, and I have enjoyed every one of them because they're so different. They're the same because they bring Charleston together, but they're different because everyone has stories, 30,000 of them that crest the bridge. We want to thank everybody that made this possible today. That's a big thing. Our producers have been wonderful. Alex Caban and Abby Bauckham and Abby McDowell, all our photographers like Sam Griswold right here, and everybody that put this together behind the scenes. That is a testament to the job that Channel 4 does, getting this on the air for 3.5 hours this morning. It's always been a privilege and a pleasure to bring you the Cooper River Bridge Run, and it was again this year. We thank you so much for joining us. Take a look at the sights and sounds as we say goodbye from downtown Charleston, from Mount Pleasant, from Marion Square, from the top of the bridge to the bottom of the bridge. We had it all covered today. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the ones who ran in an hour and 57 minutes. This race is about you. This race is about Charleston. And this race is what sets us apart from so many other cities. We can't wait to see you again April 6th of next year as we crest the Cooper, we get over it, and we enjoy being together. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us on ABC News 4's Cooper River Bridge Run coverage.